Prime one, that's him. Scott, thought you thought, but I wasn't born yesterday. All I do is ball, you goofies underestimate. Heavyweight bag, step on your weight class. I done moved across states, blood I can't cap. Strap with it on my pivot, clocking digits. Rock hard and I ain't even in the kitchen. I'm on a mission to move soft, make a thing flip like a moonsault. Keep a switch for everybody through salt. Face froze, somebody check dude's pulse. Is you stepping or stepped on? Wake the game up, make them regret I was slept on. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the great poop on. I'm getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah, it just hit different. You find my story is all non-fiction. I put my fam before me and I gotta mention. I keep an air fan, tone mob a henchman. For you squares, option for opposition. And you ops that get popped trying to stop my ascension. Talking generational, you got my attention. Underworld motivational, you feel the sensation. Try and see how I look, get booked, I'll take it. I was just a cook, all it took was some patience. Now my phone off the hook, I got hella deals waiting. You ain't really made it unless you got somebody hating. Bogey's world, welcome to a new dawn. Till I move up, I can never move on. Big bread got me bougie past the gray poop on. Getting over while you busy fighting over croutons. Yeah, bogeyism, a true Bogart, gon' get it. All this water got me tripping. Hella fish scale, but I ain't fishing. See I move with precision. When it comes to living, I'm the definition. If I stand for one thing, it's on business. Bogeyism, it just hit different. Yeah. Yes!
We are in the motherfucking building. Hit the button.
Playmakers.
What up?
Playmakers assemble.
Gang in the building, man.
A whole lot of gang shit going on.
A whole lot of.
Yes.
Like Lotto's ass. A whole lot of.
Welcome in. You feel me? It's a whole lot of. You feel me? And we got, you know what I mean? We got some pick your poison action going on tonight. You know what I mean? Shout out to everybody rocking. You know what I mean? We got the panel of savages, man. What's happening, fellas?
What's up, man?
What it do? What it do? What it do?
Chilling, man. Just excited to debate the ADP shit with y'all. You know, pick your poison. We're gonna debate
average draft poison.
Yeah, right. Yep. So yeah,
pick your bitches.
And might have some. God damn, we might have a surprise at the end. The cat man had brought that up to his pre-show. Maybe we'll work in some surprises at the end. But yeah, we'll spend most of it picking our poison. But yeah, excited to.
We might do some magic.
Oh my mama, 100%.
I don't know any magic tricks.
Hey, before we get into it, let's let them know who we power by. The neonpeacockmerch.com, man, 100%. We'll be right back. Come on now. NeonPeacockMerch.com. Get the fuck walked in.
Yep. Shout out to
Always
Miles Peacock, man. He's doing the birthday thing with the fam. So shout out to Peacock. I'm sure he'll be tuning in at some point. But yeah, we're gonna hold it down for him and the rest of the playmakers, man.
Shout out to the whole. You know what they call a group of peacock? Like, you got a flock of geese.
Yeah. What is it? What's the lingo here?
It's a party of peacock.
Oh hell
Let's
yeah.
get it.
Yep.
Right?
Let's get it. Every time Big Brett pull up, it's a motherfucking function.
Let's go.
100%. Oh my mama. That's my dog, right?
Facts.
You want to run through the chat real fast before we kick it off?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, let's do it. Emil in the house at first told me to pull up. What up, Emil?
What up, a Bill Canada in this thing?
Yeah, we got Chase in the building. What up, Chase?
Yeah, the big bank.
We got Albert. What up, Al?
What up, Albert?
Yeah.
Salute to the whole motherfucking chat, everybody, for pulling up on us. We appreciate it 100%. Tonight is Fantasy Talk. We got Guru Nation in the building 100%, man. We got the whole Heart to Start, the whole Jim Wells brothers, -2, Diamond Joe and my dog Peacock and the rest of the fam 100%, man. We about to get some Fantasy Talk, man. We got some good pick your motherfucking poisons. We did do this last year. This is a reoccurring segment on this motherfucking channel, the GW.
Man, we damn near pioneered this.
Come on now, 100%, man. Oh my mama, which way y'all want to go first?
Man,
It only goes up.
Oh,
there
Jim
it
is
is.
facts. It only goes up. Oh my mama.
Spoken
Come on
like
now,
a
bruh.
Chargers fan.
Oh my mama. Let's go to the streets. Let's go eat every day.
Hit the drop.
Come on, man.
Here's
Hold
to
on.
the
Let me
mother-
represent for him one time. There it is.
All
there.
the ears gotta say, it's pick your motherfucking poison. Let's fucking go.
Let's go, bruh.
Oh, he's
Charged
he's
up.
revved up.
Eruption.
I have
It's
those
an
eruptions
eruption.
quite often.
All right. Well, speaking of the Chargers, I got one that we can kick us off with. Speaking of the
Well,
Chargers, we've got.
Najee Harris had a little firework
Oh.
display.
Oh, he's doing some news.
Oh, yeah.
Spencer,
Oh, we're doing
tell
some
him
news?
about it.
I was about
He
to
just-
say. I was
Oh,
gonna
no,
kick
no,
us
no,
off.
Lee.
He's giving us a preview for tomorrow morning. That's all that
Okay,
is.
yeah. Okay,
It's
go
just
Yeah,
ahead.
save it for tomorrow.
It's
We're
just-
gonna kick
yeah.
it off.
That
What
just
is
hurts
it?
though. Just knowing that like a bunch of that shit gets in your eye and you gotta
Yeah, that sucks.
recovers. Like, how do you? I guess the eye patch thing.
You gotta wear sunglasses,
Hey,
or
kiddo,
man, or
hey,
some
kiddo, I got
goggles or
a
something.
question for you, big bro.
iPad.
Would you do a podcast being on the opposite side of the co-host who's a fan of that team?
Yeah, I've done
Yeah.
it.
Just in spectrum, in broad spectrum. We don't got to say no teams or
Yeah,
nothing
that'd be
like
fun. Yeah,
It'd be
be fun.
fun. It'd be
Yeah.
the dynamics
Yeah.
would be fun.
Oh, even you said it would be fun, huh, Lee?
Yeah, hey, I did it with Peacock for the playoffs, and it was fun. Even if I fucking lost, I had a great
Even
time.
Monaco laughed.
Hey,
Yes.
I don't mind being a goat. Hey, I'm that motherfucking good.
Let's go.
Bolt up, baby.
I always bolted. I just need a fucking drill.
Ah,
Oh yeah, shit.
Hey,
Well, I was
they
gonna
don't
kick
call
it
me
off.
the years for nothing.
I was
Well,
gonna kick it off with the Scottish laddie McConkey.
Let's see if I can find a drop.
Bolt the fuck up.
All right, so there's the segue right there. So I'm going to do my best to stay
I can't
true
even find the drop.
to the GW. And coming out of the college scene, Garrett Wilson with the MVP. What was that? The fucking Heisman? Is he?
A Biletnikoff winner, Fred Biletnikoff winner, the best wide receiver in the game.
Devontae Smith won the Heisman.
Okay,
He's
I always
the
get
only-
that confused with him and
yeah, he may have been a Biletnikoff Award winner.
yeah, and honestly, that
Ghost Monkey.
Devontae Smith.
Yeah, what up, Ghost?
And the Garrett Wilson season was almost comparable. It was pretty damn good. But granted, they're both great players. I'm fantasy, right? This is where you put teams aside and you go, okay, I gotta be a smart owner right here. I'm going Lad all day, bro. As much as I root for Garrett Wilson, this is fantasy talk, and I have to take Lad, man, every single time. I'm not even gambling. I feel like Lad's chemistry with Herbert is established, and that's as close to WR1 like security as you get. Garrett Wilson, he's still working as the number one with the quarterback that he's familiar with. However, this is the first season, so I'm not gambling. I'm putting my money on the safest bet, and actually very lucrative too. It's gonna work out. It's a no-brainer. Sorry. Man. I gotta give it to you, Lee. You got nothing to back talk me with. I agree, Lad McConkey.
Hey, I appreciate. Usually, I get the hating shit from you, but it's all good tonight.
What you got, Bo? Garrett Wilson or Lad? We'll go all the way around.
Fire up the bagpipes, goddamn.
Oh yeah, let me find the bagpipes. Here we go.
Yeah, fire up the modern day bagpipes. Here's the thing. I mean, when it comes to Garrett Wilson, what is Garrett Wilson's best year, like yards wise? Because they're totally different receivers. You know what I mean? Like,
Garrett Wilson is an X receiver. He strictly plays out on the outside, and Lad was top.
And he will play
Lad
some.
was top 6
It'll
in
be
slot
like
snaps.
Yeah, I was gonna say, but he's probably like 20%, if that, in the slot. You know what I mean?
Garrett Wilson had 228 slot snaps, which is 45th, and Lad had 473, which was 6th at the position.
Yeah, so we're talking a big difference here, and I want the PPR guy because we only play in PPR. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. That's another thing that I didn't emphasize enough was my strength is always in PPR format, so I tend to play primarily PPR, never anything less than half PPR. But
fucking Garrett had 30 more receptions and 40 more targets. Played the whole.
He was kind of PPR'd up too, though. But
Lad had.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, G-Dub caught 101 passes.
But they both
didn't
had
have
the same amount of
Devontae
yards. Yeah, GW had 1,104 yards, and Lad had 1,149.
You know who needs to get paid?
Bogey.
Garrett Wilson.
And that's a real thing too. And like, you have a rookie head coach, right? And
and a quarterback,
a defensive-minded guy as a rookie head coach. If that defense doesn't kick it into gear immediately, like maybe the negative game script king could be Garrett Wilson here. I still think the floor is phenomenal for a Lad because against my own argument, again what I just said for Garrett, you could have him shut down if that's the only game in town that a defensive coordinator feels that they need to.
It's probably not
the threat of the run game is going to open up a lot of shit in New York. It's just, in my opinion, is going to be the quality of
DJ
target.
Moore.
Say what you want to say
Moore
about
was,
Aaron Rodgers last year, but Aaron Rodgers produced two top 12 wide receivers, or one of them just outside of the top 12. So them quality of targets was damn great for both of those wide receivers. But
I love DK this
year is going to allow Garrett Wilson to see maybe one-on-one coverage or maybe a little bit of a bracket, but he could beat the bracket 100% because he can get schemed up to beat the bracket coverage 100%. So I'm not going to shy away. I'm not going to shy away from GW 100%. I just like the fact that what we're getting out of Lad is all of his routes is run from the motherfucking slot position, bro. It's hard to press him. It's easier for him to shake motherfuckers off the line and get easier. You got it, Jay Herbo, who knew how to get the ball where it needs to be. Somebody just said
Keenan Allen,
and that was just in his rookie year.
Yeah,
he did it for Keenan Allen for years.
It's like Action Jackson, man. Like PPR wide receivers, very fun to watch on Sunday. Hopefully you're not playing in those standard formats where they don't reward receptions, but these guys that are constantly getting like 3 or 4 catches a drive, they're very fun to root for because you don't got to bank on the touchdown. It's a different style that gets the job done on the field. Touchdowns, they're still valuable, but the possession keeper to get that first down, because that's what we be doing with Vlad McConkey, is watching him get those first downs, continuing drives, moving the ball down the field, and then maybe he'll get a better touchdown ratio this year, and we can only kind of anticipate that happening with the team overall getting better. Hopefully Najee's injury isn't too severe, but having the rookie and Najee is going to be nice in the end zone. Those are 2 competent backs that can score some touchdowns.
I love what you said, big bro, on my mama, because them 7 total TDs were scored at an 8.5% rate on fucking 82 receptions, right? But he had 9 deep targets, which was 70th at the position, and he had 9 red zone targets, but he had 7 receptions, and that was 52nd at the position. So if he gets better
in the red zone,
and if he gets better in the red zone, it's a wrap. And bruh averaged 15.1 fantasy points per game. So he had boom games, bro.
I'm telling you, floor is up there, fucking as good as Puka. But we're not ready to call him as good as Puka.
Because Puka can play everywhere.
Puka has said, okay, I've gotten hurt. I haven't been there. I think
Puka is like better.
Comes right back and he gets the job done. It's always a minimum where your floor is, oh shit, this is not a Puka typical Puka game, but he doesn't give you those goose eggs or games.
He better not.
Yeah, knock on wood, right? But the consistency of putting up big points, that's why we rank him up there in the top 5 right now. Lad can get in the top 5 conversation.
Hell yeah, it's highly efficient. It's highly efficient. 112 targets,
top
82 receptions. So what is that? That's just only 30. That's only 30 targets.
If he could get a dozen touchdowns.
Okay, because remember, going back to my bold prediction with the Lad last year, is that he can hit for 100. You know what I mean? I think he hits for 100. If he goes for a dozen tuggies, yeah, well, man, you ain't lying.
Well, he had a 24.5% target rate, right? And like I said, it was QJ after him, and then Disley and Josh Palmer with 60 targets, 65, 64. So like he is the main threat over there, 100%. Now what it is that they just got to work on whether they're going to keep him in the slot and giving, just allowing him to stay there, or they going to find multiple ways for him to get the ball, because not only does it, because coming into the league and you score 7 TDs, that's only 3 from double digits, 100%. So if he gets better in the red zone, bro, 100%, or if he knows how to get target separation was only at 1.62, which was 43rd in the league or 43rd at his position. He get to studying his craft and learning how to run them routes better and be able to get open in zones, or just be able to beat the man coverage a little bit better and get open a little bit faster, bro. It's like the sky the limit for fucking for Lad, 100%. But I just don't want to downgrade GW because he also did it who was the quarterback? Fucking Zach Wilson. You know what I mean? He was a WR1 with Zach Wilson before, bro. 100%. So you know what I mean? We got to
It
give
was with White Mike.
Huh? The great white hope, Mike White.
Yeah, White Mike and Wacko Flacco. So like,
Oh my mama.
but that's not an indictment. That actually is even.
And one thing about GW is he's never had a season in his 3-year career under 145 targets.
Wow.
He does WR1 status. He's commanding over.
I will change my answer to G-Dub. You know what? How about this? I'm gonna take Lad because he'd be the one I'd have to take. Pause. And if I'm on a swing around and G-Dub is there, let's go.
Yeah.
We're doing it.
Yeah, I'm not afraid to take Garrett Wilson, but when we're comparing receivers at a fantasy position, I'm going Lad. I want him on my team.
Yeah.
100%. Peacock said, Brandon said, NFL salary should get you some awesome safety class.
Man,
then,
wear the visor. They should just wear helmets everywhere they go, even though they're not on the field. Just have the visor.
Oh my mama, like LaDainian when he was a poor sport sitting on the sideline with his helmet in the overcoat.
Got the helmet on.
Oh,
or even like Ricky, man. You know, they're like Ricky wasn't even trying to hear the.
Oh, when he did the interview, he did the post game interview with the helmet on.
Man, I ain't even trying to hear y'all.
100%. And Peacock
Shout
said,
out to Ricky Williams, man. He's the man.
Shout out to Rick, man. On my mama, I just watched Ricky on Uncle Shay shit. On my mama.
Word, let's go.
Yeah, Uncle Shay talking about the LBSs. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Uncle Shay talking about LBSs.
He's
but
talking
he
about
just
moving to work.
Hey, but it sounds like a foreign language when he's speaking it. I'm like, come on, bro.
Well, he's always talking about females.
You know, Uncle Shay was from the sticks. Once he got himself some hands on some good, he knew what time it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah, on some good cat and some good medicine. On my mama.
Come on.
Like shit. Oh my mama. Peacock said McConkey was the shit in college, so I knew he would hit in the NFL. He's like a young man Renfro on steroids. Come on now.
He's a white Keenan Allen. He's a white Keenan. He's a fucking he's a younger in the face Hunter Renfro, because Hunter Renfro looked like he's 50 in the face.
Damn it. Like Frank.
He looked like a grandpa. That's why it was so impressive.
Hey, that motherfucker, Hunter Renfro, he drink vodka shots with motherfucking Crazy Horse.
Oh, let's go.
That's his killer combo, bro. And Crazy Horse, I remember that shit as a kid. That's real.
That's how he brushes his teeth.
Oh wow. You know, we talked about that one night on Stay Tuned Live where it was a question.
That's why he was running routes in cursive. You know what I mean?
My goodness.
And
he literally does a cursive
the craziest routes, bro.
Oh my mama, he does the cursive T.
He writes his name in cursive,
bro.
And he's faded off that vodka and the goddamn Crazy Horse.
And then, Emil said, McConkey was nice at Georgia, and then Chase said, Lad has a better hairline too. Talking about how
he's got many years to.
All right, we get it, Lad. Next. Let's move on. Next debate. What we got
Hold on,
next?
real quick. Keenan Allen also looks 50 in the face. I gotta say.
He looks old as dirt.
He's an OG for sure.
He's a young white Keenan fucking Renfro.
Keenan
Renfro.
Oh my goodness, they're cousins.
Not
He's if Keenan Allen and Hunter Renfro had a baby.
All through marriage.
He'll be a hell of an NFL player for sure.
Oh,
they adopted him.
Oh my goodness! All right, JD, you want to pull up? Oh, you want me to pull one of my other ones up? I got some other ones.
Got next for us.
All right, we got more receivers. I had a big pause. We got Rashi Rice, and we've got Tyreek the Freak Hill, and we've got Devontae Adams.
Oh, we got a triple threat match here. Yep. Big fact. Dang.
Is it a
two OGs and a rising star?
I'll jump out the table on this one.
Let's go.
Okay, so So Tyreek, the emergence or the withdrawal of the 111 targets that Jonnu Smith had definitely sends Tyreek back up to the food chain. Because like I've always said, all the playmakers was there when Jonnu was there. They all played 17 games except for Waddle, and he played 15 games. So boom, you minus him. Now we get back to what the regular pecking order is. We insert Darren Waller. We don't know exactly what that's going to be. Then we take it to Devontae Adams. He's back here in California, right off the I-5 at the Los Angeles Rams. I forgot the name of their SoFi Stadium. 100%. You just had him coming off a WR11 season, 141 targets, 80 receptions, and it was getting good at the end of the year. 100%. He was helping you carry you through the motherfucking playoffs and hopefully get you to that motherfucking promised land. 100%. But with that said, give me Rashee Rice. 100%, bro. In the first 3 games before Brett went down, 24 receptions on 29 targets, bro. 100%. I got the shit written down where it was game by game, where the target market share that Brett commanded when he was there. And then if you go back to the Super Bowl run, the playoff run from the wild card all the way, or it might have been a divisional round all the way to the Super Bowl, he had the same type of numbers that he had in his first 3 games. So that tells me that Brett is the number 1 wide receiver, the first option over there in that motherfucking wide receiver, or just out of all the pass catchers over there. And we got Travis Kelce, who just lost 20 pounds, 25 pounds, saying he ready to get back jiggy with it. But with all that said, bro, I'm going with Rashee, bro. The target market share is going to be there. He's the number 1 option in the receiving threat. He plays with the best quarterback in football, with the best head coach, who is the OC, who commands the offense. Man, I'm going Rashee, bro.
What up, Patrick?
Patrick
Bates is in the house.
You know what? I want Rashee Rice, but I also want to win. I'm going Devontae Adams, baby.
Ooh, let's go.
Let's
fucking go.
He's probably going to be the latest one I can get out of this little batch right here, so I can wait. You know what I'm saying? Just in case I want to go a different direction. Because Rice is the guy that's going to be the most expensive out of these 3. You know what I'm saying? Oh, maybe Tyreek. Actually, maybe people still take, because of name value, people will still take Tyreek. Actually, hold on.
Right now, they're ranked
Rice.
15, 16, and 17 in the ADP rankings. Yeah, they're all ranked 3 in a row.
Give me Devontae, goddammit.
If you got the 2.5, 2.4, you'll have your choice on this turnaround right here, 100%, bro.
Give me Devontae, bro.
Man, I feel that. I also say
Devontae Adams, bro.
Yeah, and he's getting to work with fucking Sean McVay.
And he has Stafford throwing him the ball. First of all,
Pook's on the next
Aaron Rodgers.
Yep.
Even
that
Aaron
offense
Rodgers,
is gonna go wild crazy.
Aaron Rodgers is on record repeatedly saying that he thinks Stafford is the best passer in the game. Even Aaron Rodgers says it.
That's because Stafford can throw it farther.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just
he
saying,
doesn't have a jello arm.
Rodgers tore it up last year, bro.
Yeah, so the only thing with Devontae Adams
For fantasy.
So McVay, and I'm not knocking McVay or I'm not knocking Devontae Adams, but we ain't seen Devontae Adams come in motion on a run play and do a crack block. Willing to do that.
So he's not Cooper Kupp.
So I'm not just trying to sit here and make excuses for Devontae, but I know Sean McVay is smart enough to put him in position to be able to succeed in this offense. But he is going to a new offense, and we're going to have to see how he performs in this offense. 100%. 141 targets, which on 80-some receptions, but bruh had like 10 TDs or something like that. Now in this offense where you don't got nobody that's a red zone threat, that's why Kyron Williams, and we're going to talk about Kyron, that's why Kyron always is at a double-digit TD.
Because you got the light.
There ain't nobody in the red zone. But that's why you bring in Trey Ferguson. They took Trey Ferguson in the second round, 6'5", 240 tight end. 100%. You know what I mean? You get a full season of Higbee, they wanted a red zone threats. It's like even though, like I said, Devontae Adams is one of my favorite receivers, and he don't got to rely on speed or physicality. He relies on footwork. So footwork translate on anywhere in the field, whether you on your 20 or on their 20, 100%, bro. So
He's
I just
from
made
East
an
Palo
argument
Alto.
against
Give
my
me
pick,
the
but I'm
road.
still going with Rashi because Rashi gonna get over 100 receptions, 100%.
Yeah, facts. He's like the black lad.
Yeah, I think I gotta go Rash. Black lad. Not the black lab, the black lad. That's funny. I gotta yeah, I think I'm gonna go Rashi
Good looking
too, just
Prime
because
Minister.
like it sounded more and more like he's not gonna get suspended. There's a chance
Oh,
if we
they
get
already
a
said he's not.
if we
No,
get
he's
a
not
full
this year.
suspended. It's going to be
if
next
we
year.
get yeah, he is coming off injury, but if we get a full 17 out of Rashi, I mean he could definitely be a top
Project
12.
the numbers from last season, big bro, if you can, if you don't
Yeah,
mind.
before he died, he was going
Yeah,
crazy.
he got 7. He had 3
Oh,
games.
it was insane. Yeah, the 3
Yeah.
game projection. Yeah, he'd be a top 5 receiver.
24
He'd be
receptions
right up
on
there with
29
Jamar
targets.
Chase. I mean, it was crazy what he was doing.
24 receptions on 25 targets.
No,
Damn.
29
Oh,
targets.
shit.
24 and 29.
Yeah, 24 and 29. His
It
per
was the same thing in
17
the
game
Super Bowl
pace
year.
was 130 per 17,
He does 4 hella
136
touchdowns,
receptions,
too, bruh.
1,632 yards, 11 tugs.
My bad, my phone's geeking. I'll be back.
That's
crazy.
unbelievable.
Oh my
That's
mama.
Yeah,
I mean,
his
and the only
numbers,
other
yeah.
receiver.
Last year's
Yeah.
number, yeah, that was nuts.
That
Right.
motherfucker, he rode the momentum from the Super Bowl season when they beat us.
Yeah,
So going
he really
in from-
did.
Oh my mama, 100%. I could go pull the shit up. I got the shit written down and all that shit. The shit is crazy, bro. Oh my mama, Rashi was going crazy.
Yeah, he had 9 targets week 1, 6 week 2, 14 week 3. 103, 75, and 110 yards the first 3 games.
Yeah, that was crazy how he got taken. He got taken out by his quarterback, I think.
Right.
Hey, numbnuts took him out. Pause.
Yep, that was insane. And he definitely didn't do that on purpose because, I mean, that caused him to not have a very good season.
And it was
because-
against the Chargers.
What up, PB and waivers?
We got gang in the building.
That's part of why I like Mahomes this season for fantasy. Like, if he's got a healthy Rashi, healthy Worthy, healthy Hollywood. I know Kelsey's getting older, but he's still a dog to where, like, man, Mahomes, I think, could possibly get back to being a top 5 QB because it's not like he's over the hill. I mean, he's not even 30 years old yet.
Yeah, I'm excited. I feel like we're going to get him at a pretty nice discount.
Yep.
The price is as ripe as ever for the picking, too. It's Mahomes season.
Yeah, it really is. Like, if you want an early
And
QB
Worthy
without having to pay in the top 4 rounds,
Kelsey.
like, Mahomes is the guy.
Man, let him cook when he's got his whole assembly, his whole cast. He's very interesting. I'm probably taking him somewhere around QB4, QB5 right now.
Yeah, I'm glad they lost the Super Bowl because if they'd have won the Super Bowl, they'd have probably gone in the next season doing that same conservative bullshit offense that they were running last year, but it got exposed by Philly to where this year, I think they're going to come out firing. They're going to want to take the top off like the way Mahomes used to.
But remember,
do.
you know, Hollywood was down going into the off season or going into the season, and it took Worthy a little bit to get going on, and Worthy had a great end of the season run. So now you got Worthy, you got Hollywood, you got Rice, you got a healthy IPOC, and fucking T Kelsey. Kelsey had 100 and something targets, you know what I mean? But his yards per reception and all that shit wasn't what it used to be. Yards after the catch and all that wasn't what it used to be. That's why Bruh dropped the weight on top of running around with the bad box bride. You feel me? That's what Bogey said. The bad bride, the bad box. You know what I mean? They sour right now. They didn't like the 15-1, bruh, or 16-1, and they pulled the pedal because they didn't want to have the Bengals in there, so they pulled everybody in week 18. Like, bruh, they ready to go, bro, 100%.
Yeah, they're going to be ready. So I would take – and then Tyreek versus Devontae's tough. I want to say Devontae. I feel what Bogard was saying about how Devontae is prime for a big season, but I feel like Tyreek is a little bit safer, especially for PPR. because you already know he's going to get a boatload of targets. JD brought up a Dejanu vacated target. So Tyreek Hill, if healthy,
Darren
should have
Waller?
a big year.
What about Darren?
He ain't Jonnu Smith. Jonnu's a dog. Like, to where I think that Tyreek's definitely benefiting from
carries the
that.
gun.
If it wasn't for the Jonnu thing, I would say Devontae over Tyreek. Prior to that, I had Devontae ranked over Tyreek, but now that in the wake of that news, I think I'm gonna have to lean Tyreek, especially in the PPR and the Standitos. I think I'd take Devontae out of all these. I think Devontae might lead the NFL in receiving touchdowns this year. He might only catch 80 or so, like, because Pooks is the target hog over there. Pooks is going to be the one that gets the triple-digit receptions, but Devontae is going to be the red zone threat.
Yeah, but I think Pooks is gonna get all the coverage though, because like how somebody said earlier in the show that he can take it from anywhere. His route tree is unlimited, and Devontae's is as well. But when you got Pooks and you got Tutu that can, draw coverage on one side, going deep, cross routes, whatever, and you got Devontae working one-on-one. When Stafford dropped back and it's a rush, bro, he gonna be the first option. 100%. So he might even see 100 receptions though, bro. 100%. It's like Devontae is an OG. He's like a fucking. I don't want to disrespect him and say like he's a tight end, but that's the way that his footwork is, bro. He's damn near quarterback proof because he's done it when he had the fucking clavicle. 100%. I forgot what year was that.
It was the black dude with the white name. What was his name?
Brett Hundley.
There it is. Tell me it's not a white name.
Brett Hundley.
Come on, I described him perfectly. That was the breakout Devontae year, actually.
Yep. I had him that season. I was like, this is gonna be Rodgers' next weapon, and I was right.
2017.
Yep, because it was Jordy Nelson was, I think, kind of fading out. Greg Jennings had faded out at that point. Yeah, I was like, Devontae Adams was up next, and sure enough, he delivered.
Yeah, when was Devontae? 2015?
14 was his rookie year. 14 and 15, he was kind of mid. 16's when he broke out. He had 75, 997, and 12 tugs.
Oh, yeah, and he got a thou wow the next year with Brett Hundley playing majority of the year.
Well, his numbers actually dropped a little bit in 17. But considering the circumstances, it was still an impressive season. And he missed 2
was
games.
The Brett Hundley year.
Oh, it was 2016?
I think so then.
I have the reference pulled up. I can check real quick. Oh, yeah, 16. No, Rodgers started all 16. So it was 17. Well, that would explain why Devontae's numbers dipped a little bit in 17. Because in 18 was like his first big season. But to show you how much they respected him for doing what he did with the Hundley, he made the Pro Bowl in 17.
Let's go.
Because in 18, he came out and had a fucking ridiculous season. 111 receptions for 1,386 and 13 tugs. I mean, he was like an elite WR1 at that point.
Yeah, that's nasty
Devontae.
Work. And it's all footwork, bro. 100%. He's not muscling you. He's not outrunning you. It's all footwork, bro.
Because he's from the Bay, Rogue. He's from EPA, Rogue.
Technician. Oh, my mama. Emil said, speaking of Rashi, what's the deal with his suspension? Y'all heard any news on Rashi?
He ain't going to get suspended this year. It's going to happen next year.
They're waiting for the court. But it also might not happen because as long as he doesn't get any actual charges, because charges equal conduct policy player conduct policy violation. So
no, the NFL is waiting for the court stuff to be taken care of first.
Yeah, as long as it's not on video. If it's on video, it's like you're fucked. But none of his shit was on video, so they're gonna wait for the courts. They're gonna wait for the courts to decide. Because it's like with Kareem Hunt shit and Ray Rice. I mean, even Alvin Kamara, it was like, it was there on camera. So I mean, Kamara wasn't with a woman, so it wasn't.
All they do is they have him on still.
If you're on video, you're fucked. I don't think they got him on video.
No, they don't have video. They just have still pictures of his fucking car. That's about it.
Yeah, not enough.
It was
him without the court ruling.
He owned both the cars. he had his boy driving the other one. They had guns and weed, allegedly. I mean,
Yeah, we'll see how the
if
courts play out.
there's a still of me running too. You can't really tell it's me. But you know what I
Bogey
mean?
was doing a handoff with the weed.
I was there.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
It
It was Bones.
Allegedly.
Bones.
Bogey was
will
coming for
never
a
say
visit
a
to
word.
Texas.
Bones is rock solid, bone solid, bro. Pause.
That's a big pause, my boy.
Boys.
Bone solid, Paul.
Yeah, you know what? If I want to win, let me rephrase it. If I want to win, I'll take Rashee Rice. I like 100 receptions, and he could fall into a dozen touchdowns. I forgot that he was like a touchdown every game when he was alive. Like this, they go to him.
I'm alive.
Yeah, if everything breaks right for Rashi, like he's gonna be a value pick, and like he'll end up. I have him ranked WR15 right now. He'll end up a WR1 if everything.
I want to make one more case for Devontae though, before we move on to the next poisons. Is that Devontae? I feel like when you saw Cooper Kupp in its height with Puka in its height, they both got double-digit targets in its height. I think that doesn't go away. And now he has Puka and Devontae this time. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, Devontae's right there. I mean, they're all like really close. So yeah, it's. I mean, that's why we do. That's why we do in this show to try to figure it out. But let's
pass that poison.
Pick our poison. Let's move on to running back. Let's do some running back poison here. We got some more like second, third round range players. Maybe even if it's a shallow league or a smaller league. But we've got here 3 running backs that are like, I'd say back end RB1s that could end up really good. But who we going with here? Pick our poison. Kyron Williams, Chase Brown, or Breece Hall.
I'm going to go with Kyron.
He's the most expensive.
Yeah, that's what the ADP said. Yeah, he's the most expensive. Yeah, but it's like he's been slipping in these mocks. I've been doing a lot of mocks. He has been falling. Now Bucky Irving is now like considered like above him. It used to be the other way, but now Buck's ADP has soared past Kyron, where Kyron's now in the range of a Chase Brown and a Breece Hall.
You know,
I think people are concerned about with the Devontae thing, like we were just saying, that Kyron might not get as many red zone looks, and they got Blake Corum there. They just drafted another running back, and I don't think that Kyron hadn't gotten paid yet either.
I like that angle. Okay.
So there's a lot of potential red flags here at Kyron, but we thought there was going to be red flags with him last year, and he was just fine. Like people were concerned, oh, they got him returning punts. Oh, they drafted Blake Corum, but he was still an RB1. I mean, he still did his thing last season.
You know what's crazy is it's the one thing I do want to bring up about the Rams, period, is that they did trade away some pieces on their right side of that line. Jackson.
Yeah, and their left tackles,
and their left tackle went down.
Got blood clots or something.
And that's crazy.
That's not good.
And
yeah,
so
their line might be kind of
concerns here. But Sean McVay will figure it out. He will find a way. And with those two taking the top off, Devontae and Puka, routinely, with Stafford a threat with his being that type of arm, this is why Kyron just waltzes into the end zone all day, every day. So it's hard to get off of Kyron. They're going to pay him. He's probably not going to break the bank. Maybe he's not going to get Saquon money, but I don't even think it's going to be like a 3-year extension or, a 4-year extension. It'd be like a 3-year with 2 on paper for real. You know what I mean? So I'm not worried about him not getting paid. I actually like that he's not doing nothing at all right now. Stay in bubble wrap because that's my biggest concern with him. Is that he is the guy that has been known to get hurt. You know what I mean? So
yeah, he stayed healthy last year, but the year before he missed some games. Like last season, he wasn't as efficient as the year before, but the year before he was like so damn efficient that he was still an RB1 even though he missed some games.
So if he gets the money, it makes me like the biggest value And I think I'll pick my poison here if I was, because I don't go running back in this range, period. I'll probably have none of these guys. As much as I love Chase Brown, I had all the Chase Browns last year because when we were picking our poisons last year, it was Chase Brown late. You know what I'm saying? So now in this case, I'm probably going Greasy Breezy, bro.
Ooh.
You need to get paid, and he's going to be the cheapest one, and you need to get paid. Why won't they run him into the absolute dirt? I don't give a fuck if they say they're going to run committees and all that shit. I'll believe it when I see it. Give me Greasy.
Yeah, and even if they do form some sort of committee, you have the same argument against the other guys too. So
Yeah.
At least for drives,
And Brees gotta get paid. It's a contract year. So and he knows he's probably not gonna get paid with them. Show it off and get paid elsewhere.
And I know everybody wants to claim they're healthy, but for some reason, I think he is a little bit more healthy.
He's
healthier now than he has been the last couple seasons.
I
So
mean, he tore his ACL his rookie year. It's kind of Dalvin Cook-esque.
Yeah, knowing that he's finally feeling good and maybe recovered finally from some of that injury repairing and all that stuff, there's optimism behind Brees.
He has an entire offseason legit again, and this is his second full offseason versus when he.
I'm with you on Brees. I like all of these running backs. I might have all of these running backs on some teams.
If I could choose, it would be Chase Brown though, but I don't want to spend up for any of these guys like that. So it's Brees for me.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah, they're close. I mean, well, obviously they're close. I'm gonna go Kyron because man, the people are really panicking about him, and I brought up the red flags, but none of the flags are red enough for me to jump off the train to the point to where if they're all there, if I'm middle to late third round, I'm still going Kyron because like Bogey said, I mean, he's going to just be waltzing into the end zone. He's done it the past 2 years, double-digit tugs. And, I mean, Brees, no offense to your Jets offense, kid, but I just don't see them being explosive enough for Brees to get the amount of scoring opportunities as Kyron or even Chase Brown.
Well,
he's another one that's going to get a lot of
His value is in PPR, and I always have to I forget to emphasize the PPR thing.
Yeah.
But his real value is in PPR.
Because Kyron don't catch balls like that.
He can catch 70 and do something with those 70 catches, not just get 1 or 2 and then go down. He could turn one into a touchdown, and that's where you get the 10 tugs is a combination of receiving and rushing. So his touchdown floor, even though the Jets
receiving and rushing,
his touchdown floor really isn't that bad. If he's healthy, he's gonna have upwards of 10 easy combined from the receiving and rushing.
For sure. Yeah, it's just with Kyron and Chase Brown, they're also capable receivers, especially Chase Brown. He's got a lot of upside there. Kyron, he's had the past 2 years, he had 3 receiving tugs in 23 and 2 receiving tugs last season. He caught a little over 30 passes both seasons, and he also had 12 and then 14 rushing tugs those 2 seasons. So I just feel like he's definitely got the safest floor. But Brees did have that season 2023 where he caught 76 with 4 receiving tugs. So for PPR, you could make the case that he has more upside. Oh yeah, just noodle arm. Yeah, last season with Rodgers, he caught 57 for 483 and 3, which wasn't bad, a little better than Kyron, but the rushing though was a little concerning. 876 and only 5 rushing tugs.
At the value we're getting him, this is what I'm expecting it to be banked on the PPR floor that we should get out of him. Maybe I should before I jumped down and said Greasy, I should have maybe looked into the history of Justin Fields throwing at running backs because that's the one thing too is if we are I like Brees because of the value mainly, and they should give it all to him. even if Justin Fields takes away from him in the rushing, I feel like it's still the PP. Like, okay, if you're gonna use all three backs, what are you gonna use all three for? Was one gonna pass? Was one to catch the ball?
So this is one thing that you said that kind of like turned the light bulb on. I was like, Brees and Fields could be the perfect match made.
Yeah.
Because if he anticipates that and he scrambles, then Brees all he has to do is run around and then go towards
catch the ball,
and then Fields goes, "Where's my quarter?
Where's my safety valve?
Where's Brees? There he is. Those Brees." And then if it's 7-8 yards, it's 7-8 yards.
Hey, okay, is it crazy to say Brees could be the number 2 in receptions on that team? Huh? Like Brees?
No, that's not crazy. I mean, they don't really have shit else over there.
Okay.
That's true.
I am crazy. That's why I asked.
It's just the thing is now with ADP with Kyron's price falling, like Chase Brown now has a higher ADP than Kyron. Chase Brown has become the most expensive.
And that's the one I want the most.
Yeah, you got to pay up the most for Chase Brown because the thing with Chase Brown, the thing that stood out with him was he not only was in the elite offense last season, he was the PPR monster. He caught, I believe, 54 passes last season and had double-digit tugs because while he only had 7 rushing tugs, he had 4 receiving tugs.
And that was the thing too because
and almost 1,500 combined yards too.
There it is.
Yeah, 1,350 combined. Yeah.
Yeah, he almost hit for the 14 piece. And see, that's the thing too is like, we were able to hide guys like Rico Dowdle and Chase Brown because there was other people in front of them that people assumed would be the guy, right? So it's like, when it comes to a Brees Hall, it's funny because Brees Hall, this is going to be the first year he's not drafted in the top 24.
Yeah.
People always viewed him as such, right? So we're going to get a value out of a guy who needs to get paid in arguably the time in his career where he's in the best shape of his life.
And he has it on. And he's done it already too, though. He's had that one season where he had 70-some receptions, 100%. Oh my mama, Brees is prime, bro. Oh my mama. And then you invest into the offensive line as well, 100%. Then just with the whole new philosophy of the changing of the head coach and the changing of the culture. I mean, it's gonna be gritty over there, 100%. Aaron Glenn ain't taking no shit, man. Oh my mama, and it's gonna be gritty football over there.
I actually even like it if they give a lot of the heavy lifting, like short yardage stuff, shit that they don't need to use Brees for, and they give that to Braylon, right? And then that could be why they're using multiple backs, right? But Brees will just be in there and everything that matters, all the money shit, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and one thing about Brees is he could take it. He can hit a home run from anywhere. 100% because we've seen him take a 60-yarder. What I mean? That's one thing about him. His EXP rating, his explosive rating is pretty high. It might not have been high last year, but we can go back to the year before that, and I bet you it was definitely high. 100%. You know what I mean? Yeah. So we seen him do it before. Oh my mama.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Pick your poison.
And touchdowns is highly unpredictable. And like how we talked about the Devontae Adams and all that, and them not having nobody in the receiving game to be a red zone threat. That's why Kyron, in my opinion, always has double-digit touchdowns for the last 3 years. 100%.
That is facts. I never thought of that.
So Jade, so you say you out of this 3, like Kyron's like the boo-boo, he's the bottom. Like
I just walked from the store, bro, to go get my beer. I had to go get another beer on my mama. Cheers to my dogs. Cheers to the motherfucking
the weather got good real 100%. Quick to walk.
So what was the 3? What was the 3 running backs?
Kyron, 3 was the Kyron, Brees, and Chase Brown. Yeah.
Oh, and Chase Brees.
What up, Diamond Joe?
So,
Big John, what up?
El Diamond.
Check my counter, big dog. I sent you a couple counters made in that Gin Wealth net.
And we got Johnny in the building.
Yo, what up, Johnny Mittens?
What up,
Crook,
Johnny?
what up?
Hey, nah, out of them three, I'm going with Chase though, bro. 100%. You just said it though. He got the PPR work. Ain't nobody over there behind him. He's on a team where a quarterback throwing for 650 times, 100%. I'll always use this reference. I'm on stream on Sunday, melting down when Chase Brown took over the backfield. Y'all can go watch the tape last year. 100%.
Zach Moss gave
It's fucking
us the
epic
coverage
on
to
my
get him
mind.
late.
Yeah, man. I got a whole lot of respect for Chase Brown. And for Chase Brown to finish in the top 12 when Zach Moss for the first 3-4 weeks, it was him, and then he just took over. You know what I mean? What you say, 1,350 yards combined. What was it, 11 TDs, 10 TDs total?
11.
It was double
11.
digits.
It was
There
11.
it is there. 7 on the ground and 4 in the air, 100%, man, on my mama. And I want to say what he have, fucking 54 receptions on 65 targets. Highly efficient, bro, with a quarterback that threw for 6, and he threw for 650 times. I want to say, where is the mighty Joe? 652 on my mama. Yeah, that's gonna repeat. And he has the opportunity. Ain't nobody behind him.
Even if he dropped down, look at. I don't see that defense taking too much of a turn for the better.
Dang.
So I think that 650 is like a nice floor there. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Hey, Jets new revamped offensive line. Let's root for the young stud Breece Hall. He's got to get paid. He's got the talent to be like.
He tore his ACL. That's what fucked him up. Or else
The
they would have been
conversation
extended
of him or Bijan wasn't too far long ago.
No, them is facts. Oh my mama, what was that?
That was just 2 years ago.
Yeah, that was
that was last year. Yeah, that was last year. Yeah.
No, it was 2023, 223 carries, 994 yards, 76 receptions on 591 yards and 9 TDs, bro.
With Zach Wilson.
Points. And then look, he's only 2 points away from the 2023 season. Last year, he was 15.1 points per game. The 2023 season, 17.1 points per game. It's like he was still lightweight doing damage last year, bro.
Greasy.
Oh, my mama.
Greasy.
And now Devontae gone. Oh, man. Hey,
he might be the number 2.
Bro, these 3 motherfuckers
he might
are
be the number 2 in reception.
I'll tell you what. I think who's someone that might. All right, let's do this exercise. Which of the top RBs that do y'all think might bust like that? Because I mean.
Okay,
it'd be tough for
pick your poison.
Yeah, who are we not taking? Yeah, like CMC, Henry, Jinty, JT, Jacobs, Buck. Who are we passing on out of? Because we seem to all like this tree.
Jinty.
There's gotta be somebody. I was about to say Jinty because I'm nervous about
Jinty and JT.
Pete Carroll, bro. I'm nervous that Pete Carroll's gonna want to use Radio Raheem a good bit, so I'm not really feeling the Jinty and redraft.
He loves Radio Raheem.
That's what in Pete Carroll's an older head coach, and those older coaches tend to lean on veteran players. So even if it's dumb to use Radio Raheem, which it probably is considering Jinty's a generational talent. I mean, look at Arthur Smith in Bijan's rookie year. No offense to Tyler Al-Boo-Boo Algier, but I mean, he used him way too much. I mean, Bijan was clearly the superior talent.
Yeah, and we're gonna see. Can we maybe let's what's Jinty on the pass pro? Is there?
He's really good. Like, he's really good at catching passes. Like, I'm not sure about
pass pro.
Okay, yeah, let's see.
Mostert is good in pass pro.
Let's see what they say. His scouting report. They say he has shown promise, but it's an area he can still improve upon. Ooh,
so maybe he needs to get taller somehow. I think that's impossible.
That's what I'm saying. That tells me that he's probably not going to be on the field as much as we're thinking. And so, he might end up the bust out of that group because, if he's not on the field on third downs, he's probably not going to catch as many passes as he's,
they won't rely on him as much if he's hit and miss,
Yeah.
Who's busting out of here, Lee?
What?
Yeah, I don't think it's Jinty though. When you take him in the what 6th overall, 7th overall.
That's
I
crazy.
ain't
if you
taking
don't
it.
bring-
Man. I ain't taking
even
it.
I
if
love
you don't
Maverick.
bring,
Give me
even if
Maverick
you don't
over
bring
here.
CMC over him. Fuck that.
even if he don't bring, even if he doesn't bring pass pro, he's getting the first and second down work. He's gonna
he's
get
getting
all
that,
the early work, bro. 100%. Them is
You ain't lying.
facts. Radio Raheem, he from
Red zone.
from 2023 with McCaffrey. We ain't seen him in 2024. That's
How many
for shit, bro.
touchdowns did? Okay,
They
how many
both had
touchdowns did
20
Radio
plus.
Raheem
They both had
have
20 plus. It was like 22.
with
23, they both was like tied.
A-Chan, right? As a rookie.
Huh?
Yeah,
What
Radio
age had it?
Raheem and H-N. Radio Raheem had like 17, I think.
No, he had like 20. Him and McCaffrey.
Yeah.
McCaffrey had the
He
2,000
had
yard
that
season.
many?
They both
God
had 20
damn. 20 for
100%.
Radio
This is fact.
Raheem? 20?
Yes.
20
Oh,
TD.
21. Fuck.
Oh,
God,
21.
21. He had 18 rushing and 3 receiving.
I'm
Jesus.
trying to
man.
tell you on everything. But
Radio
I'm saying
Raheem.
though, but
That's
he
like the year
disappeared like-
Monty Burns had that year. I think it was that same Monty Burns had a season where he had close to 20. I
He had a
think.
better Jamal Williams or something like that. That was Jamal Williams that had the 18.
No,
Oh,
he had 18, 19.
Wrong. He
on
never
my
had
mouth.
that many. Yeah, he
Yeah,
had
Jamal-
13.
Jamal had a lot.
Yeah,
Jamal
Jamal.
had like 18.
Yeah, Jamali Mall led the league, I think.
Yeah,
And we
18,
thought
19
Monty
TDs.
Burns could do
And
that,
then
but
Monty
Monty
stepped
Burns
right
was
in
more
after the
efficient.
fact, yes.
But they also
Yeah,
had
but Monty-
fucking Gibbs.
But Monty
Gibbs.
Burns got a top 3 finish, if not an RB3 finish.
Yeah,
in
Jamali Mall
2021.
at 17. 17 for Jamal.
Monty got an RB3 overall finish.
Nah,
Yeah,
nah.
like 2021.
Nah.
Yes, he
yeah,
do
nah.
too. What you want to bet?
Yeah,
What you want to bet?
yeah, no, it's
Shit.
right.
Are you serious?
Because that was the
I'm
Chicago
looking at it
Bears.
right
Let's
now.
go.
So
He
most
never
are
had a
18
season
and
that
3.
good.
He
Nah,
went
he never had a
crazy in the
season that good.
playoffs. I won. Oh, that was when I lost the Super Bowl in the heart to start. That's when it was.
Hold on. Here it is right here. In 2020, he was the number 4 RB, David Montgomery. 247 attempts, 1,070 yards, 54 receptions, 438 receiving yards, 8 rushing TDs, and 2
Oh shit, that was
receiving
Matt
TDs.
Nagy.
Oh my
No,
mama.
that was Matt
That's what
Forte.
you got.
No, that's
No,
Matt
no,
Forte.
no.
No, I'm just
No,
kidding.
no, that was Monty. I'm looking at it. It
Yeah,
was
that
crazy.
was Matt Nagy.
Because
though.
I didn't look
Come
at
on
the
now. Hey,
receiving.
look, bro. Hey, I might forget a lot of shit, but some shit do be sticking, bro.
No, hey, 'cause
100%, bro.
I mean, hey, to
Marcus
show
was
you
the
that,
motherfucking
like,
fraternity.
even the computer can be deceiving. Because I was looking at it in front of
That
the
was funny.
computer, but what
I will
snuck
fight
up on
every
me
computer right
was
now.
that 54 receptions. I didn't peep that because I just assumed Monty was shit with receptions. I forgot that in
No, bro,
2020
he was the fucking.
that he was racking them
He was
up.
a
Yeah, I
rambunctious
forgot about that.
rhinoceros.
Yep. Yeah, he racked that shit up. What up, King D?
King D.
LBC in the building. Summertime.
That must have
in
been a
the
down
LBC.
season for running backs.
We
So,
need to get King D a drop.
I mean,
Bro, he
that
had
part.
50 receptions and 1,000 yards.
I mean,
He had
that's
almost a
very good.
1,500-yard
But,
season.
no, he did, but it's
What
like
up, King?
I think that was kind of a down year for running backs because normally, yeah, that's an RB1 finish, but normally that's not top 5. Because like RBs for like the top 5 are generally getting a good bit over 1,500. It seems like.
You know
Well, yeah, we
what?
can pull
Like
it
a
up
Matt
what they
Forte.
did. We gonna pull up who.
I'll be right back.
So Kamara was the number 1 RB that year, and he had almost a 2,000-yard season. Then you had Dalvin Cook as the number 2 running back who had 300 carries with 1,500 rushing yards and 361 receiving yards. So he had almost a 1,900-yard season. Then that's Derrick Henry's 2,000-yard season. You know what I mean? So it wasn't no down year for the running backs that year, big bro. 100%.
But so you're saying after those, then Monty was 4?
Yes, sir.
Well, then that's what I'm saying. They had those big 3, but then where was everybody else at?
So you got Aaron Jones, 1,104 yards with 47 receptions with 355 yards. Then JT next with 1,169 and 36 receptions and 299 yards. Then J-Rob the Mob, a name that we ain't heard in a
J-Rob the
long
Mob.
time.
Oh,
He was the
shit,
RB7
J-Rob
that
the
year.
Mob. That's
Oh, my
crazy,
mouth.
bro.
That's a
J-Rob
long
the
time.
Mob. He was the waiver wire darling.
Yeah. Facts.
That's fucking.
He motherfuckers got him in the off season, bro. Oh my mama, like when you do your draft and you could pick up free agents. I don't know if it was that year or the year before because he had 2 good years. James Robinson did, but shout out to AOB Wood, Hard to Start representative.
Shout out Wood.
He won the league 1 year with fucking James Robinson, bro.
I believe it. Yeah, that rookie season that dude had was crazy.
Let me go back to 2019 and see if that was the back-to-back year.
Yeah, I think the thing with Monty is probably one of those things like. I mean, yeah, he finished RB4. They probably had a lot of other ones really close. So, because those 3 from that season were clearly superior, like those 3. And then Monty was leading that next year, which probably had like 7 or 8 guys, like all pretty close.
There you go, right there. It's on the screen for you. 2020.
You can enlarge it a little bit. I can't really see it too good.
Shit, I don't know how to enlarge it.
Dang. Yeah. Yeah, because like they have the thing like you have the touchpad, you use the mouse.
Oh.
Because like with the laptop,
what I do now?
The touchpad thing, you just like kind of scroll like or what you like, yeah, and it's kind of Zeke was on that joint.
Yeah, I don't know how to zoom in, bro.
And do a right click.
That's good. I get your point.
Okay, so here go the right click right here.
I believe you, bro. He had a great season. It's all good.
And it got a zoom.
Yeah. Back for reload.
Yeah, it's all. If you can't figure it out, it's all good.
I had a computer. It was Windows.
Yeah, I don't know how to work this shit.
Yeah, no worries, bro.
I just know how to go online. Oh my mama.
Let's move on to the next pick, you boys, and add some more running backs here, and then we can. I know JD had some he had cooked up too, but I wanted to. Speaking of Monty Burns, we're gonna segue to Monty Burns right here because let's see Peacock's take there. Yeah, Peacock saying that a few months ago I would say Kyron, no question, but now Chase is growing on me. Yeah, that's exactly 100%. How the ADP is trending. Like Kyron's ADP was higher, but now it's Chase. Everyone's taking Chase over Kyron now. But I'm still going Kyron, damn it. I'll be the stubborn motherfucker. There y'all go.
That's why you gonna win the league.
Yeah, I mean, shit. I mean, I might not be right about everything, but that's
you zig when they zag. 100%.
That's what the thing is, though. Like, I mean, yeah, they're really close. But if you're giving me Kyron Williams like 6 picks later, a whole round later, like, or like even Breece, if you're giving me Breece a whole round later, like, yeah, of course, I'm gonna take the player that's later, like, because they're all similar. So of course, give me the later. Person out of them in ADP because they're all similar. Might as well take the one with the best value.
Right now on my shit, single quarterback, you got Chase at the 3-3, Kyron at the 3-4, and Breece at the 3-6. So they right there. So you're gonna have to pick right then and there.
Yep, we got to pick your poison. We all said different ones. Kidda said Breece, JD said Chase, I said Kyron. So
we definitely ain't helping out tonight.
But we all gave our thoughts. I mean, if someone was kind of feeling, like, if we, it wasn't like it was like the Rashi thing. I think we all were in agreement on that.
But see, that's what opens up us all of our thoughts to all these players when you do have, all 3 of us be on different, 100%. Then everybody in the chat, they going to throw in and allow us all to just be able to sit here and conversate and talk about why we don't like these players. 100%. That's what's the federal report though, bro. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's good to have. Yeah, you don't want to just agree on everything. It's good to have some healthy debate for sure.
100%.
Okay, so the next running back. Oh, Bogey is saying the Kenneth Walker running back group. We could go to that. I had the Monty Burns group next. I had the group I had here was the Swift versus Aaron Jones versus Monty Burns. But I can add the group too. It'd probably be like Ken Walker versus Kamara versus who else was in that group? Chuba, Mixon, yeah. I don't know. We could just do Ken Walker versus Kamara. I feel like that's a good debate.
Well, we got Swift, Aaron, and Monty.
Y'all want to do the Walker Kamara first?
It don't matter however you want to go.
Okay, I guess we'll just do that. We could just have a one-on-one, and we'll do the three. Yeah, Walker versus Kamara, bro. What we doing?
I'm going Kamara, bro. 21.5% market share, target market share, 100%. Fucking Devin Neal, 6th round running back, Kendre Miller, not available. NA on the IR, on the
That
pub list,
motherfucker,
on the
Kendrick.
motherfucking
I hate him.
all
He's
types of lists. Oh my mama.
it's ridiculous.
They just gave my boy 24 million, 19 million guaranteed. That means only on a 2-year deal. They finna run my boy into the ground 100%. And he ain't gonna run into the ground because he still got more gas in the tank. He's a fucking RB1 waiting to happen back-to-back seasons because he did it last season and he about to do it again because they ain't brought nobody in. You got another young quarterback who when you got an OG quarterback in Derek Carr, his number one option is AK-41. 100% bro. You're getting a fucking RB1 at the fucking 4-3, dog. 100%. You can go 3 wide receivers and get your RB1 in single quarterback PPR at the 4-3. Come on now, let's not overthink this shit, man. Even though Walker is a big play machine, when Zach Charbonnet, I'm not a big fan of Zach Charbonnet. When the only time he eat is when KW is off the field, but he had a 15% target market share, 500 and something yards on the ground, 500 and something or 400 and something yards receiving, 100%. He was killing last year too. I want to say he had 11 TDs in 11 games, but yet in come a new system. He coming off the injury. He got somebody there behind him. When you got the OC and Clint Kubiak, who gonna be the hot hand 100%. So I would, and just in the Seahawks backfield, I'm riding with Ken Walker, but in these two running backs right here, I'm definitely taking Kamara, dog, easily.
Oh,
way more consistent.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel you. It's just, I mean, he's the aging back where Walker's the one that's ascending into his primes. And I think Kubiak's offense is going to do wonders for him. I think Kubiak's offense is very friendly to running backs. And while I admit Walker is probably the riskier player, being that Kamara's done it longer and he's got a good health track record. You know, I hate to go against Kamara. I mean, he's on my team. You know, go Saints. Who dat? You know, I hope Kamara has as great of a season as JD's saying. But with the Saints quarterback concerns, I'm concerned that defenses are going to key in on AK. And with him not being quite as explosive as he used to be, I'm thinking that Ken Walker is going to have 11
breakaway runs. He
season.
was top 10 at the position in breakaway runs, and his motherfucking explosive rating was, I want to say, top 15. Bro ain't lost. He ain't lost no step, bro. And then, like I said, with motherfucking Derek Carr, Olave been like, there's nothing around Alvin Kamara. A 21.5% target share, bro. And then we can go to the opportunity share. That's the carries and the targets combined on the whole team. Bro, he's probably top 5 or top 3 at that stat as well. He's the offense, bro. It don't matter what quarterback is there. It's because Kellen Moore, he gonna make sure that his main player gonna get the weapon. He coming from somebody where he dumbed down the quarterback's throwing attempts from 30 a game in the first 4 weeks. And then Saquon touched the ball 20 plus games at 10 times out of 11 times, bro. 100%. He had 15 carries. Only one time after that, it was all 20 and 25. That's their best player. He got him the ball. I think he's going to do the same thing with AK-41. 19 million guaranteed on a $24 million deal, 2 years. I don't care who the quarterback is because they ain't had great quarterback play since I don't know how long, bro.
It's breezy, bro.
There it is there on my mama. Good luck.
I mean, I watch the Saints every week, bro. I mean, I love Kamara, but I mean, I know what I see, and what I've been seeing is that he's not quite what he used to be. He's still very strong, and because we got spoiled. I mean, he used to be like the most explosive back, so he has dropped some, but even with him dropping some, he's still very good. I'm not denying that. He's still very good. He's still one of the best in the game. Them is facts, as JD likes to say. So I'm not at all saying not to draft Kamara. If anything, I target both of these running backs. I get in the mocks I've been generally going 2 receivers in the first 3 rounds. So who do I get in the 4th round, in the middle of the 4th or the late 4th, wherever I'm picking? Whoever's there out of AK and Ken Walker. Because, I mean, them motherfuckers in the 4th, I'm taking them. And I think this is the year that Walker could stay healthy, because I think with Charbonnet last year kind of helping with the shoulder and the load, I think this year could be the year he finally stays healthy. And with Clint Kubiak's offense, he should be in a position to shine. They brought in Darnold there, who probably ain't gonna do what he did last year, but he is good. He hands that fucking ball off. Like he can, he'll Walker's gonna get plenty of attempts, and so Kamara. They're very close. But I mean, that's why we're picking our poison here. And fuck, man. I mean, JD makes some great points. Like I'm tempted to just say Kamara
his
because
rating was 109.5. He was 8th at the explosive rating. 10th at break. He had 10 breakaway runs, 4.4%. That was 15th. 46 evaded tackles, 3.3 per game. 24th juke rate, 15.5. 49 yards per touch, 5.0. True yards per carry, 4.1. My dog ain't going nowhere right now, bro.
And the good news with that for Walker, to piggyback on Walker, that he did all that last year in Clint Kubiak's offense, which is running back friendly. Not to say Kellen Moore's is not running back friendly, but that also helps Ken Walker's case. So fuck it, give me both of them.
I ain't mad at that, bro. 100%.
But PB and waivers, this is why I'm leaning. This is exactly why I'm leaning Walker. Is that I don't like drafting 29-year-old running backs, and that's why I'm worried about what AK is.
But
that
this is redraft. This is only for 1 year. 100%, bro.
I know. I understand that. Yeah, obviously in Dynasty, I'm taking Ken Walker. There's no question. But in redraft, yeah, well, that's why they're very close. But yeah, Ken Walker, I mean, he's entering his 4th season. And if that motherfucker could just stay on the damn field, I mean, yeah, and it's like, I think the Saints line could end up better than shit. Like Phoebe, we were saying it's shit. I think it could be above average. Like, cause they just took the big boy from Texas, Kelvin Banks. That should improve it. So I don't think the line's gonna be terrible. But the Seahawks, I believe, have a pretty damn good line. With was an anchor dude there, Charles Croft.
I said 500 receiving yards. It was 300 receiving yards for Ken Walker last year. My bad, y'all.
Oh, you're good. Yeah, but the thing that really impressed me with Ken Walker last year in only 11 games, 46 receptions.
100%.
That shit was federal.
A 72.5 opportunity share. That's the targets and the rushing attempts. And that's why I say Charbonnet is just a glorified RB2, because he don't get on the field until Ken Walker is off the field. In 7 games that they played together, when they was on the field together, Charbonnet only had 1 double-digit fantasy point game, 100%. That's why I say it's all Ken Walker over there, 100%. And the opportunity shows there. But like you said, if Bruh can stay on the field, 100%. But I like Ken Walker. I'm definitely targeting him this year. On my mama. Yeah, I got him in one of my videos I done did.
Yeah, facts. So I think basically what it comes down to is we both like these running backs. JD slightly prefers Kamara. I slightly prefer Walker, but they're both really good. What about you, Ears? You've been quiet, bro. What poison are you picking, AK or Walker? Break the tie.
I'm going to take Walker.
Oh, you're going K-Dot. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're close, man. They're close. Yeah, I know exactly. That's what Bogey's saying. Yeah, Kubiak was Kamara's OC last year. Now he's Walker's OC. Yeah, very running back friendly coordinator. Because the CMC's big season, I think, came when Kubiak was there.
And I love the offensive coordinator correlation turning into a head coach, because like I let off with my shit, bruh. Kellen got the best player of the ball. Like I said, the first 4 weeks of the Eagles season, you can go look at they quarterbacks attempts, and then after they bye week in 5, from week 6 and on down, that boy was only throwing 20 times, and it was nothing but Saquon 20, 22, 25, 30, 32, fucking 20 something like that. He only had a under 20 one time, bro, 100%, and that was 15 carries after week 6, bro. So he gonna make sure he get the best player of the ball, 100%. I see what that's what Kellen Moore gonna do with Alvin Kamara, bro, 100%. He just showed it last year on my mama. I don't care about the offensive line. I don't care about the quarterback, because he's been doing it for the last couple of years. Facts. Even in the season where he got suspended, he was balling when he came back.
Brandon Halem is saying Kamara never had 1,000 yards rushing, and now he may not have a QB question.
Yeah, but he's always had 70 receptions.
Yeah,
and a
that's
whole
true.
bunch
He's
of
always
RB.
made up
That's
for
why
it
he's
with the
always in the
reception.
RB1 finish. Stop it,
Yeah,
Brandon.
yeah, that's true. I agree. I'm with JD on that. It don't matter about that,
Come on,
bro.
bro. Let's like
is
you trying to counter out my argument.
yeah,
just to
yeah.
counter
Come
argue
on,
it.
man.
Come on,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah. You kind of manipulating the stats there because I mean the stats. When you got to look at the receiving too, when you throw in the receiving too, Kamara's usually always right in the RB1 range. And he's been doing it every year since 2017. As far as he's had over 1,000 from scrimmage every year of his career. And that's them is facts. That is 100% facts. He's had over 1,000 every year of his career. He's been in the league now 8 seasons.
Is RJ the new AK?
Shit, I don't know, man. I don't know how to feel about RJ, bro. Because it's like
he's on my bus, so I'm in the lab trying to cook up my shit. He's on my bus candidate. I ain't fucking with RJ.
Man. Yeah, I mean, the fact that he's going like 7 rounds over JK is mind-boggling to me.
Pick your poison. Do you take RJ or do you wait? And this is not according to ADP, but do you just wait on JK, RJ, or JK?
That's obvious to me. I mean, I'm waiting because if you wait, like JK goes dummy late. I think that's going to start to correct
as the 56th
itself.
Player drafted in single quarterback right now.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. That's going to correct itself, I would think. Currently,
with the news that came out today, you will want to take Omarion if you want to take a running back, a rookie running back.
Yeah, his stock's about to go up though with this Najee news. He's now about to be in the range. He's probably going to be pushed up in that Kamara Ken Walker range.
What if I could sell you on Najee being the Fetty Wap of football?
The Fetty Wap. She my trap queen.
So we could throw RJ in this mix too. Let's pick our poison.
38.
Oh wait, my bad. I didn't mean to. Were you reading a comment there?
Go ahead. You want to get caught up in it because there's some fire ones.
Shout out to the chat. Y'all lit tonight.
Yeah, what's the latest on Najee ears? Well, you know we're gonna talk about
the reason. Hit the drop. Hit the drop.
Hit the bloody drop, my friend.
I got you, good guy.
It's a flash room, bitches. All right, Najee, what the fuck are you doing, you motherfucker? Well, Najee had some fireworks on the 4th of July and had a little eye problem. He got a little firework to the...
We got a black eye, that's all it was.
Just a little flesh wound, but he's got to be ready for the season. But
a flesh wound of the eye?
A little bit of LASIK could get him right.
Yeah, well,
it helped James Winston.
He can use some of that $5 million.
Okay, well, that's good news then for Najee. That doesn't change the stock.
We're gonna get Najee for even cheaper.
Hooray. All right, I agree with this take from Diamond Joe. By the time it's draft season, JK's ADP will rise 100%.
Oh, for sure.
That's going to correct itself because currently JK...
Not unless I have something to do about it.
JK on this chart is RB 50. 50. He's RB 50 and RJ is RB 23. That is absurd. I mean, that is an absurd gap that is gonna close up. Like, I mean, are we seriously drafting what's the motherfucker? Austin Eckler and Rashad White over JK? I mean, come on now. Tank Bigsby, Rico. I mean, these are solid handcuffs, but they're not over JK.
Oh, well, Rashad White finished as a back-end RB2. He was a killing in the PPR game.
Put some respect on his name.
50-some receptions, 700 yards. So he was a back-end RB2. So he's definitely worth drafting.
He fell off, though. Down the stretch, it became ball buck. Rashad fell off down the stretch.
I'll have you know, Rashad White was a part of the best team constructed in fantasy history. Diamond Joe put it in the chat.
Yeah, I mean, first half he was killing it. But the problem with him was he wasn't efficient enough, and then Buck stole his job.
Because he's like a poor man's Joe Mixon is what I would comp Rashad White.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, he is a good handcuff, though, because if something would happen to Buck, then he gets all of it, and he's good. Yeah.
Fuck
I'm just
you,
saying,
Sean
though, like,
Tucker.
I mean, I'm taking JK over that. Actually, I think he's going to end up in the range with, like,
definitely take JK
22, 23.
JK, what he had 250 attempts, 220 attempts last year. Of course, you taking that.
I think JK is the guy.
That's what they're saying. I mean, that's what Sean Payton's kind of selling. But speaking of veteran backs, I had some had a picky poison that we
195 attempts, 905 yards. Yeah, 100%. You're definitely taking that. But what we say, Rashad White, 104. Oh shit, 144.
What was this?
Hit 51 receptions on 57 targets for 300, almost 400 yards. Ooh. 7 players with 50 plus targets in that offense in Tampa. Oh my mama.
Really? That many players?
Yes, sir.
I mean, but the issue with Rashad is that, like, I mean, first half he was killing it, but it's like the issue with him is after week 10, bro, he fell off a cliff. I mean, from a fantasy standpoint, he only had 1 week where he received over 3 targets. Week 15. Other than that, I mean, he was boo-boo.
16, week 16, 8 targets.
Yeah, week 16, my bad. Yep, that's it. Other than that, he was boo-boo. He was boo-boo. Well, he had a pretty good week 13. Yeah, I guess he's one of those guys.
It was week 14 where he had.
Who was this?
I'm looking at the game number.
It was 3 straight games. Yeah, it was the whole playoffs. Week 14, 15, and 16.
Oh, he went crazy.
17, week 14 is the last week of the regular season. Yeah, he had a 3-game run at the end of the season. Oh my mama.
Yeah, they did kind of use him somewhat in Tampa. Yeah, because it is the era of the committee backfield. But yeah, it's just one of those. He's just a player that, because I think he's maybe going a little too high because of the fact that people kind of Rashad White, he was a killer.
As of right now, he's going as the 130 player in single QB right now.
Oh shit, he's going that way. Well, in that case, I mean, fuck it. It might take a flyer because he might have a little standalone value, and if Buck goes down, then he's like really good. So yeah, he's valued in. Yeah, I didn't realize he had slipped that far. God damn.
They were in a shitload of shootouts.
Because I think a lot of people are kind of thinking like I'm thinking like he's sucked down the stretch. I don't want him, and so as a result, he's gonna end up one of those bargain bin players that you can get dumbass late.
He was
Jonathan Mingo.
Oh, Peacock, please don't. Oh God.
Oh, and going back to the Alvin Kamara thing, because I wasn't on. I was whipping up some chicken real quick. You know, I'm talking about chicken. Give me money. Anyways, Kellen Moore did have Zeke and Tony Pasta at one point, and Zeke did catch like 70-something balls under Kellen Moore. So it's, maybe that wasn't the repertoire what they saw in Saquon for some reason, but like they definitely.
Well, yeah, Saquon was so good as a runner. He didn't.
Yeah, well, that offense, like a little bit of insight because I've been in the kitchen cooking. Like I said, the last 3 years, Miles Sanders, DeAndre Swift, and Saquon, they all been 1,000-yard rushers, but they ain't seen over like 45 targets in those seasons as well. 100%, bro. They're not used in the receiving game like that in that offense. And all 3 of those years have been different offensive coordinators as well.
Facts.
Oh, wait, I take that back. Swift and Sanders might have had the same Shane Steichen. They might have had the same on my mama. But other than that, yeah, that offense is predicated on just running the ball 100%, bro.
Yeah, that's an Eagles. That Sirianni, I think, has a say in the offense there. So yeah, this is a good one from Diamond Joe
for sure.
Because in their offense, their run blocking is top tier, so that helps.
Probably the best offensive line in the game.
Yeah, I mean, you got Mulatto and Lane Johnson, who are both amazing at the tackle spots, and you got Beef Jergy, Jurgens, Cam Jurgens. That motherfucker's a savage. And they had Jason Kelsey, but he retired. Now they got the other guard. Dickerson was the other guard who's really good. Then the other guard spot was Jergy, and then they moved Jergy to center. And now the other guard spot's been kind of a revolving door. It was Mekhi Becton, who the Chargers picked up, Your Chargers has picked up Becton. He had the big bounce back. And now the next reclamation project is the guy from the Texans, Kenyon Green. But the latest I read, the projected starter for Philly is someone that's been homegrown. The boy's name was he was like a draft pick that's been developing there, and he'll probably end up really good. It's considering their track record. Tyler Steen. So if he develops, I think all 5 of their starters would be homegrown.
Wow.
That's incredible, bro.
They play chess, not checkers.
The Eagles are hacking the system. The NFL's going to have to do something about them. They're getting too fucking good. They're going to end up like the fucking Patriots at this rate.
Howie Roseman's the best GM.
That's what I'm saying. He's like the way Bill Belichick used to be, like a motherfucking savage. And it's like, yeah, it's tough to beat. But yeah, this is a good one from Diamond Joe. B-Rab the map, Tyrone Tracy, or Javante?
I'm going Javante, bro. Fresh new start.
Yeah,
I'm going Javante too.
Fucking top 5 or top 6 in targets last year, even though that he was very inconsistent in the run game. But it seemed like a fresh start from Sean Payton's system going over to Dallas over there with Shoddy. You know what I mean? I think it's going to be a great benefit for him 100% because, you know, like I said, he was top 6 already in the motherfucking PPR game 100%. Then when you got Tyler, and then BB, it's like they've been investing in their old line for the last 4 drafts, 100%. They trying to rebuild their wall. You also bring in Miles Sanders, like I also just mentioned on the Eagles, but he's years away from what he did with the Eagles, even though he had 2 good games at the end of the year last year. And then Jaden Blue is the only threat. Jaden Blue is the only threat that I'm worried about 100%. But I'm going Javante. I think that Javante is going a fresh new look.
Who's fighting Javante?
And Javante stay on the field. I love
Tyrone and
B-Rob was one of my guys
bro.
last year, 100%. But B-Rob, he can't stay on the field 100%. And then in the receiving game, he got motherfucking Eckler over there. Eckler ain't going nowhere 100%.
And I love my guy Krusky Merritt. I love the idea of him.
Oh my mama, so
yeah, too crowded over there. And then Tyrone Tracy, let me find the drop. He has to deal with shit, I can't find it. I'll just do it.
I got you. I know where it's at. Scatman.
The Scatman.
That's a good song.
Actually,
I think Peacock had to delete that one because we got flagged for it last time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got to redo it.
Yeah, he said he was good.
Yeah, he's got to redo that one because we got flagged. The same with the rooster. We got to redo the rooster. We got to redo the rooster drop too because we got flagged for that one too.
We just need an actual rooster cock-a-doodle-doodling. You know what
I mean? Right? Yeah.
And then we just say cock-a-doodle-doo, motherfucker.
I can dress up like a rooster and you can tape me and you wouldn't have to pay.
Hold on, big pause. All right. Everything you just said to me.
God damn. Where's that drop? Where's that drop? The hard brakes drop. Yeah, the one where it's like
the
records.
Yeah,
rework them.
He said, I can't even remember what he said. I'm gonna go.
All right, there you go. I gave you 5 pauses. 5 pauses. Oh my god,
that's funny. That's our pause drop. Actually, I like that.
Yeah,
Big bro said he gonna put the foghorn on there, the foghorn leghorn on there. Oh my mouth. Joe got another one for us too. Let's get to Johnny says some people.
Yeah.
Right. Facts. Some people want to talk. Oh my bubble. Facts.
Yeah, people love the poison. What kind of poison they talking about?
Joe got one for us. He said Dunze, Ayuk, or Ridley. Before any of y'all give us our before y'all give us our let me do this real fast because Lee said something early in the show that I want to do before we give our answers. Lee, what you tell me about Brandon Ayuk backstage?
He has right now. He has a shot of playing week 1.
No,
Brandon Ayuk.
They
going Brandon
fully
Ayuk.
expect it.
Yes, sir.
He's a dummy value this year.
100%.
I know he's going after Jennings in a lot of joints because the people are thinking he wouldn't be
Because
healthy.
people got the recency bias.
I still
Follow
really
the
like
money.
I like Jennings this year though.
I'll
That's
get
one of
him
my
I
guys.
do too, bro. You know, man, I
I'll
like
get them
Jennings a whole
both.
lot too, bro.
Yeah, he's part of the fraternity. Facts.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
I think
But out
out
of
of this
these-
crew,
I love
though,
you, Jennings.
Ayuk, you're going with JD?
Yeah, I'm definitely going with IU, bro.
Okay, yeah, Ridley. I don't know what to think of that. Cam Ward, I feel like that's we don't know what's gonna happen over there. Ridley's a yo-yo.
Could Ridley get 150 targets?
Hell no, that guy. No,
Yes, he can get 140, 130.
He
Yeah,
can get
From a
140.
rookie quarterback?
That's what I'm feeling like.
Yes, but it's gonna be
He
hella
becomes immediately
inefficient.
interesting.
It's gonna be
it'd be better.
inefficient.
It'd be better than fucking the Mayo Man. It
I
should be
guess.
better than the Mayo Man.
Could be, but I think I'm with PV and waivers on this, bro. I like the Rome, bro, and the Ben Johnson offense.
I'm gonna take Rome on this one.
I think Rome's. Yeah, I'm with Rome here. I think Rome's gonna be the pick out of these because I think
You
Rome
mean Rome
in Ben
St.
Johnson's
Brown?
system is gonna go ham, like especially with DJ
Amon-Ra
Moore.
Tunze.
Yeah, I got some Rome news tomorrow. So
Okay, so Rome. So one thing about Rome is that you got 100 and something vacated targets from Keenan, right? But you also took back-to-back offensive players in the first and second round, 100%. So how you gonna divide them targets up? Even though Rome had 100 targets, DJ Moore had 100, and
let's go.
And fucking Keenan, all three of them dudes had 100 targets last year. But you also bring two more people into the mix as well. That's high draft picks and DeAndre Swift. The last time,
but you're also looking is Loveland going to be healthy?
But
Yeah,
the also thing is that DeAndre Swift, we seen him with Ben Johnson with 70 plus targets in the season, 100%.
Facts.
So it's going to be a lot of targets out there and a lot of receivers that you're going to have to divvy up. So I don't know if Odunze, he had 60 receptions on 100 targets, right? So is that going to be highly efficient? Yeah, it might be a little bit more quality targets, more on schedule like type plays and shit like that. But out of all three of these dudes, I'm telling you, he not going to – we seen Brandon Ayuk the last time we seen him in 2023, 74 receptions, 1,300 yards, and like 8 TDs with 17 yards per reception. Like he's a real WR1 out of all three of these motherfuckers. And Calvin really like 32, 31. And then Spencer was just saying, I don't know about the quality of targets from Cam Ward. You got Brandon, he tied to Brandon, the Brock. 100%. Come on now, bro. I'm going with Ayuk all day out of all three of these.
I'm gonna go Doomsday because based on those metrics too, if I can get him up to 140 targets and I get 80 receptions out that son bitch, I'm happy in where I'm drafting him. Because here's my thing with Ayuk. I totally agree with everything you say. I shout out to the gang. Look at even Bones. Every time we see Bones, he's just stunning even more. Like, I got to see you with the hat this time, Bones. Yeah. But see, we are gang members. But I fully know as a gang member, he's probably going to start off on a snap count for maybe the first 6 weeks. I don't think he's going to be on the pup at all. But he's going to be eased in. Pause. It's gonna. Remember last offseason, he didn't. Whether he's conditioning on his own, if he's channeling his inner Terrell Owens, and he's doing sit-ups.
Well, this just came out about 7 minutes ago. 49ers insider Matt Mayako.
We'll allow it. Makoko
says that while Brandon Ayuk is still likely to start on the pup, the possibility of him being ready for week 1 hasn't been ruled out. The wide receiver is reportedly ahead of schedule in his recovery.
Oh, now we're getting the 7 minutes ago updated. Look, he got only 1 ear.
Give me Rome.
Yeah,
I'm going Rome.
Yeah. Fuck yes, my friend.
I'm going Rome.
Yeah,
I ain't mad at that. And see, that's the thing. If he do start on the pup list, you got to pivot 100%. But one thing, like I said, this dude we seen him as a 2023 as a WR1 on 74 receptions with 1,400 yards, 100%.
You know what that's
and he's on a 50-50 offense, 50 pass, 50 run, 100%. It's just not like he's seeing 100 target. 160 targets, 170 targets.
It's not the Bengals.
1,400 yards. He got 1,400 yards on 75 receptions. These dudes ain't doing that, bro. 100%.
I want all the PPR goodness.
Hell yeah. Then Diamond Joe's got another one for us, man. Shout out to Diamond Joe.
Come on, he cooking right now.
I mean, he's a playmaker.
Yeah, he's hit. I can't pull it up right now. The comments are geeking. Oh, here we go. Flowers, Devontae, or Marv Jr.
You know what's
Gotta
crazy?
be- It got to be Marv Jr. because
I'm gonna go Marv Jr.
Devontae shit is capped because, like I said,
AJ
from week
Brown
6
still
on down,
alpha,
bro, only
yeah.
threw 20-something times, like mid-20s, you know what I mean? And
I-
Flowers, he's boomer butts, you know what I mean? He big
I ain't
play
gonna lie.
capability.
Yeah.
It's not like he just command a whole bunch of targets. He see like 7-8 targets, even though that's a lot. But you know, his motherfucking A dot is probably over
It's
8-9 yards.
Pause.
So you know, it's big plays, and
He
it makes
hasn't,
the number one dude over there, and they invested in him, so they gonna have to connect with him, bro. 100%.
And here's another thing too, is like it's really just it's a concentrated target market share between him and McBreezy. That's it.
Facts.
Like
Right,
but-
yeah. MHJ is definitely going to improve upon his rookie season numbers. I think he for sure cracks 1,000 yards and probably gets double-digit touchdowns to go with it. So yeah, slam dunk here, Mark.
I had a theory. I was just saying this when we were backstage. Is that if people were sending,
Val Venus is coming
That's
up.
the Joe Diamond Joe drop.
fire up the saxophones.
That's the Diamond Joe drop, man. I had to get it lit for my dog, man. He got this motherfucker on fire.
He's heating up.
And you know what, too? Going back to, I'm not a Marv guy like that. But if people were sensible last season, right?
They weren't.
And they weren't. but so imagine last year if we got him in the 5th round as a rookie. Like imagine if he was going, like we were getting Brian Thomas Jr. in like the 8th, 9th round, right? And because of what he did, and at that value, there was no way we're not paying extra much for Brian Thomas this year. What's crazy about Marv is if he was drafted sensibly last year, he would be drafted even higher this year. The fact that we draft those that drafted him in the 3rd round, actually I'm guilty. I had one share of him last year in a redraft. Took him in the 3rd round.
Yep.
And the fact that he got 800 yards or whatever the case may be, and some 8 touchdowns, people were disgruntled by that because they expected more.
Yeah, they
So
definitely
now here we are again. We're getting him in that. What's the ADP?
Let's see. The ADP.
Like
It's like
we're in
the
same
4th
range.
round, I think.
We're
It's
in the
even
same
later.
range.
Yeah, WR21, the latest mock I did, he went at the 4-6. So
Oh
later.
my God, this is awesome.
It's later. Yeah, he's going
I'll
like.
take Marv Harrison Jr. God damn it, that's crazy.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Zay
get a
went 5-4.
He's gonna get a 30% target
Devontae
market
went
share.
5-1. Oh yeah,
He's gonna get 30.
Yep, I agree.
He's gonna get 30.
Yeah, let's do some tight ends. Pause. Emil saying Jake
Yeah.
Ferguson or Double E Evan Ingram.
I like
Evan
Bogey
Ingram.
stat. I like Bogey stat with Dak in the tight end position, even though they added GP and
Oh,
George.
he doesn't matter.
Yeah, 100%. That clear out with George Pickens and CD in the slot. Jake Ferguson definitely.
It
gonna
helps.
be,
It actually helps.
Even though we seen Evan Ingram the
Yeah,
year
I
that
like
Christian
Evan
Kirk
Ingram
went down.
here.
I'm going.
Yeah, I like the year that when Christian Kirk went down and he had them 100 receptions, I think it was
Yeah,
100%
for the first time in his career.
Yeah, but see, they also got you add Pat Bryant, you add fucking RJ, you got Cortland over there. It's a whole lot over there for somebody to go ahead and step into an immediate role. And I like Jake Ferguson because his role is already defined over there 100%. I like what Jake Ferguson bringing to the table. I'd
We're
rather
gonna get him with our last pick in the draft. Watch. Like people are not thinking about Jake Fergie.
I know, yeah, he's slipping. I got him in the Genwell Dynasty. I might be open to trading him.
I'll give you a
potentially.
7th round.
Nah,
I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud?
Well, we
I
can
can't
work
control
something out
myself.
later. But yeah, I
I
think
can't control it.
JD, don't you have some IDPs for sale in that joint?
Ooh.
And what league?
The Gin Wealth, like the OG Gin Wealth
What you want?
dynasty.
What position you looking for?
See, I was thinking maybe flipping a tight end.
No, I'm all right. But I got Kyler for you for your stack.
I don't know, man.
Remember, I
I don't
sent
know,
it to
man.
you. I sent it to you earlier this year. My mama.
Wait, which stack?
The Kyler Murray and MHJ.
Okay, you got the Marv.
Oh
over there.
yeah. Oh, that stack. Oh, the stack for for Mahomes. You wanted Mahomes, right?
Nah, well, see, now we can work some. You got Bryce over there.
Oh yeah, I got Bryce. Yeah.
I
Okay,
see you
yeah.
got Show. I see you guys Show. I don't want Show, but you know what I mean. If you want to get your stack, it's attainable. If you want to talk business, 100%.
Okay, bet. Oh yeah, because I got Marv over there. Facts. Yeah. Okay.
Facts.
Yeah.
I sent you a trade earlier this year for
Yeah. It was tempting, but I didn't. Well, it was the draft picks thing. I needed my draft pick.
It was before the draft on everything. It was like
I
wanted
wanted
to.
to. I needed my. I needed my
put him on the
picks.
spot.
I needed my picks. Yeah, I needed my picks, so I couldn't take it. But we could revisit it.
I don't need any of my picks. What do you guys want to do?
All right. Yeah. Let's not.
No,
get
you just
too far
call
off
Bogey.
topic.
Bogey, no picks.
We got
no picks.
Ooh, here's a good one from the peak. We got I actually had one similar to this. Mine had
You did.
the Meyer, Shakir, Jennings, Peacock.
yeah,
well, let's just fucking
We
we'll
got
throw
all of them.
We'll
We
throw
got
all
five
five
of
of them in the
Throw
joint.
all of them motherfuckers in.
Yeah, it'll be. I'm editing it right now. It'll be Myers versus Shakir versus Jennings versus Jaden Reed versus Downs. Fuck it, we're doing it all. That might be a little too much, but
You know what? I'm gonna take a Jaden Reed because if he falls this late, I'm gonna take a guy. Who
I'm not taking him over them. But go ahead.
Listen, this is why though, is because I do believe when CMC is back and when Kittle's in full form with this other tight end we brought in to block more, to give Kittle more route running ability or more time to run routes in per dropback, I should say. Then you got Ayuk, who I believe is going to be just annoying week one, playing decoy, whatever the case may be. So we might get like a good 6-7 weeks, maybe of some Jennings. Maybe not even 6-7 weeks. We might get the first 5 weeks in my version, and this is why I'll take Jaden Reed because I didn't realize Jaden Reed did better his sophomore year than his rookie year, and like.
He was just annoying. Here's
the thing, though. Is they're gonna throw they're gonna get closer to a 50-50 clip. I feel like with the run pass ratio this year, because you can't discount that Jordan Love was QB4 2 seasons ago. So if I can get everyone was going gaga over Brett last year when it comes to what's his name, both Jordan Love and Jaden Reed. If I get Jaden Reed in this range, I'll do that because. That's a guy that could finish in the back end of
the only reason why I ain't taking no wide receivers from Green Bay is because of Josh Jacobs, bro. They brought in Aaron Banks, who was an ex-Niner, and gave him $75 million, bro. Josh Jacobs touched the ball just like fucking Saquon, bro. And fuck a 50-50. It's
they
like
took him from us.
And Jordan Love, that's why they took Matt Golden in the first round. They've never taken a wide receiver in the first round since Javon Walker. And that was in the early 2000s because they need some playmakers out there. I understand that. But you paid Josh Jacobs 2 years ago and you bring in Aaron Banks. Josh Jacobs' touches ain't going nowhere. At least 20 to 25 combined touches. So Jordan Love only got 25 times to throw the ball, bro. 100%. There's no way. I don't want nobody in that receiving game.
What if he gets 11, 12 targets a game? Let's go. The only thing I was happy.
Yeah, I don't. But the thing with Jaden Reed, he's like he's kind of one of these
against
guys.
My own argument, he only plays in 3 wide receiver sets.
Yeah, he's volatile. Like sometimes he'll get 6 to 8 targets and be hella efficient, but then there'll be games where he's not really in the game plan. If they're running a lot of 2 wide sets, he's not getting as many snaps.
12 personnel. Not Tunyon. What's Brad's name? Tucker.
Kraft and Musgrave.
Tucker,
yeah.
The Tucker
Kraft.
Kraft.
Yeah, the Kraft mac and cheese. Yep.
Oh, my mama.
Yeah, so out of this group, like I'm taking Man, like I think the best value in this group is Jennings, bro. Like, I think Jennings is in for a big season. I mean, we know how the Niners do it. Y'all homegrown y'all's players, bro. It's all homegrown with Shanahan. Well, the CMC was an exception, but most of the players out there are homegrown. I mean, Kittle, fucking Ayuk, like Debo before he left, the Brock. I mean, it's just, I mean, all y'all's studs on offense
You're
pretty much
telling
are
me.
homegrown. So Jennings, I think, is the
Telling
next
me.
up. He's the next man up. Debo is out of there. Debo is gone. Bye-bye. And he was a big part of that offense. So with Debo gone, I think Joanna Man's going to step in. And I know there's slick Rick Pearsall there who could play a role, but Shanahan tends to only really focus on 2 receivers and Kittle. And I think the 2 that really get peppered are Ayuk and Jennings, and then Slick Rick will have a role probably a good bit while Ayuk recovers, but I think he'll probably be the one that kind of falls off a bit once Ayuk comes back. I don't see Jennings falling off. I think Jennings is here to stay, and man, it's hard to pick him over Myers and Shakir because I really like those 2 as well, but I just think he's got a little more upside, so give me Joanna, man.
Yeah, I agree with you, Spence. I'm going with Joanna Man out of all 4 of these wide receivers 100%. I mean, they call him third and Jawan for a reason, 100%.
Third and 1.
He was first in targets last year on the team, second in receiving yards, and I want to say first in TDs. Even though that Kittle hit 4,000 yards on 60-something receptions. Joanna Man was the guy. He missed 2 games last year, 100% contract year, 7th round pick, worked his way all the way up to a starting receiver. It's like, yeah, the bruh is hungry in an offense where he performed for a former wide receiver with his head coach. It's like, look, bro, I done made a duck into a swan, 100%, bro. I think
I'll give you Keon Coleman and Joanna Man Jennings for Travis Hunter.
What the fuck? Come on. Oh yeah, we talked about that earlier. Yeah, I looked at your team, JD, when I was on the phone with Bogey, and I was like, this motherfucker's got Travis Hunter chilling in his DP slot. That made me hot.
Keon and Joanna Man.
I'm like, how does a DP have projected 20 points? Oh wait, he's a receiver as well.
That shit is crazy, huh?
Yeah, I was like, because in the startup, I remember you took Hunter with the 102, or I say the startup, the rookie draft. I mean,
he said he was going to do that.
And that was smart, though, because of the fact that you can put him in that DB spot. I tried to tell him not
to, and I was wrong.
No, yeah,
I'm trying to pay.
I wish if I'd have had the 102, even though I was really needing a running back. I mean, it's like
I'll throw in the first. Nah, maybe that's the one.
I see Peacocks.
Oh, Peacock.
You can keep them. Give me yeah. I
don't know. Give me the Thompson girl.
That's funny.
That is funny.
Aaron Andrews is an old ass bitch. Colleen Wilson, my ass bitch.
Jesus. What's the OG? The OG, the sideline reporter, bro. She is bad. Melissa Stark.
Oh,
that bitch is bad, bro.
Yeah.
It's crazy because it's like she's don't age. I know she's old, but it's like she don't look it. She looks amazing.
Hey man.
All right, enough about the sideline reporters. What's our next? Let's Josh Downs. What are our thoughts on Josh Downs?
Come on, we do need some distractions once in a while.
I know you're right. Shout out to Peacock.
Yeah,
we got to show the ladies of the NFL.
I got a question for Bogey. Jared versus Ezra Cooper in the second round for Lab McConkey. What you think about that?
Oh no, never.
I want Egrin. What do you want for Egrin Cooper, big bro? I need some linebackers.
Oh no, get away from him.
He ain't going nowhere.
Oh, no, he's not going nowhere.
Nah, well, I'm going through the trade history. I'm trying to find the trade that I sent Guru, and I sent you that trade for that trade that I just asked you about.
Oh, the Kyler joint.
Versus Cooper in the second round from McConkey.
Oh yeah, we made that Mooney deal earlier.
I'm finna find that what I sent you for.
I Yeah, let me see if I can find the joint.
I'm going
I
through
got
this
a
shit right
second in
now.
my
Oh,
joint.
yeah, I see it. It was Oh wait, you still have Stroud in this joint?
Oh, no, I
It
don't
was
have-
Stroud. You had
I
sent
got
me.
the CJ Stroud and Higgins
Higgins.
stack.
Oh wait, you were wanting Marv in this trade.
It was 2 of them I sent you as well, though. I'm trying to.
This one you were sending me Stroud for
Let's
Bryce
make
Young
a
and
deal.
some picks.
Yep, on my mama.
So, but you're looking to sell Kyler, you said.
Yeah. So them trades that I sent you was like around the Super Bowl, I think.
Right, yeah, I see them. Yeah, those are the 2. Yeah, you had sent me Stroud for Young and 2 picks but they were 25 picks. And then you had sent me after that Stroud, Kirk, and a 25 second for Marv and a 25 first. But I wanted to hold my 25.
Hey, so I had 2 firsts. So I think I sold one of my first. I had 2 first, bro. So I wasn't giving up the 102, but I think I had the 104, or I forgot what I had in that league, bro. On my mama.
You had the 102. I had the 104. I took
Okay.
I took Hampton with the 104 because what it was, the 101 was fucking
No, it was Genty. It was
Genty.
Sweetness.
It was
Sweetness.
It was
You took
Genty with
Genty.
Sweetness. Then you took 103 was Cam Ward, Candlestick, Cam Ward, and then I took Hampton at 104 because I really needed a running back.
On my mama.
Yeah, and then we made
Yeah, I
that
wasn't
Moody
giving you
deal
the
a couple
102.
months ago.
I know I wasn't
No,
giving
I
you the
don't blame
102.
you, bro. That would have
Sure.
been to my advantage. So yeah.
Oh,
No, I
my
mean,
mama.
no, if I got the
God,
102, I got the Hunter and the fucking Hampton, I'd really be sitting pretty. But
Yeah, the
no.
Hunter Hampton Lodge.
Look, I was on stream during the Super Bowl stream. Me, Bogey, and Seven. Shout out
And
to Seven.
he proclaimed it.
I mean, 100%. I was locked in on
He
February
said, "Nah,
7th
big
or
brother."
whatever day it
He
was.
said,
100%.
"We need to be looking at." He said, "Like this, we need to be looking at Travis Hunter, bro." He's like, "We're gonna be able to put him in the DB spot. He's gonna play receiver too." I was like, "You ain't lying."
That's badass. That's a hack. It's like,
You
but
ain't lying.
it's
And
legal.
then-
It's legal. I mean, because he will
And then
play
they
DB.
hired. This was before they hired bruh that just killed it with the Buccaneers too. Because then that even upped it even more.
Liam Cohen.
Yeah. That upped it even more to me because Liam Cohen going to show that he want to feed everybody. And who's over there? Not everybody, just 2 bodies.
Yeah, I think Double E could eat really well in the Sean Payton system. I don't think he'll do like Jimmy Graham, but I do think
Jimmy Graham is 6'7" and was a former basketball player.
Oh yeah, no, Jimmy Graham was built different.
I know, but that's what PB. Oh, everything.
Yeah, diet Jimmy Graham.
Jimmy Graham. Oh,
Yeah.
I feel it. But Jimmy
Diet
Graham was a
Graham.
monster, bro. And he's
Yeah,
a
no.
hurricane.
Stepped on Jimmy.
Yeah, that was it. Jimmy and Gronk were emerging.
Cut Jimmy. That's what
Jimmy
cut
and
Jimmy
Gronk were like ridiculous. They like revolutionized the tight end position. Like they were going hamburger, like so crazy. Like it was fucking nuts, like what they were doing. Like Gates and no disrespect to Antonio
What year
Gates
was
and
that?
Tony Gonzalez, but like Jimmy Graham and Gronk, like they took it to another
Jimmy Graham and
level.
Gronk. Okay,
They took it to another level, like 2011, 2012,
Yeah,
like
hell
when they
yeah.
first got drafted, those motherfuckers. Even Aaron Hernandez was pretty damn good around that time, but Gronk and Graham were just like fucking monsters. Unbelievable. Like they were just they're just athletic freaks. Like, and they're great receivers, like to go with it, you know. So.
Gronk is like the equivalent to a Brock Lesnar on the football field. Even though Brock Lesnar actually was a Minnesota Viking for like a preseason game, I'm talking about like just the way he manhandled people. Like,
yeah,
Gronk manhandled people. You know what I mean?
right. Yeah, especially he had that. He was playing dirty at one point. He had that
All
thing
the
on his
time.
arm, and he would like
The
fucking
play.
arm bar motherfuckers with that.
Remember,
shit. He gave a dude a concussion because of that.
And from Buffalo, he bashed the dude.
Yeah, that
with
was
the
fucking
forearm
dirty, bro.
on the ground, like
That was
MMA
fucked
shit.
up. That was like some gladiator shit. Like, I'm gonna kill him. Like, I was like, Jesus, bro.
And he got up and stood over him, and it was. Like,
Oh yeah, he must have gotten ejected.
he
for
got
that.
suspended.
Oh, yeah, he
ejected,
did.
he's suspended.
Yeah, that was fucking dirty.
Hey, did you see the interview with Grunk on Busting with the Boys?
No, not yet.
Oh, you gotta go watch it.
That was a crazy motherfucker, Gronk.
Yeah, Gronk is a cold dude, bro.
I think I said. Did you see? I sent you like Kittle and like Brock or the Brock. The Brock was on there with the boys.
Uh-oh, Matrix.
Oh, that's me.
Somebody's Matrix.
Be right back.
Gee. All right. That happened all of a sudden.
Hey, YouTube always be hating on us when this shit be getting spicy on everything, bro. Oh, come on, man. Fuck, man.
Shit. Well, we got fuck, where's the damn, I've lost it. Oh yeah, we did the receivers. Well, we got man. Yeah, I don't know, man. Okay, let's do these ones from Peacock. A-Chain or Bucky Irving.
I'm going A-Chain.
Yeah, same. I think A-Chain.
I'm going A-Chain too.
A-Chain's a top 5 running back. I got it. This is my top 5 right now. Bijan, Gibbs, Saquon, CMC, A-Chain.
Talk about it.
Yeah, I think A-Chain's a top 5 running back, especially with the PPR upside. You got the Jonnu vacated targets. A-Chain was one of the most targeted running backs in the NFL last year, and I don't see that changing.
87 targets and like 70-something receptions.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, he might catch 80-something this year. He gonna try to catch 100, bro. Yeah, A-Chain's
crazy, huh, bro?
A-Chain's really on some big dog shit, bro. He's an elite RB1. I mean, he's 100% stamped, like certified stamped. Like, I mean, I think he's a bargain in the second round. Like, I'd take him in the back end of the first for sure. Like that 112 2-1 turnaround, bro. I think an A-Chain like Drake London would be like fucking badass.
And his motherfucking role is solidified, bro. 100%.
Oh yeah, it's certified stamped. Like, I mean, there's no question. Like he's gonna be a volume guy over there. I mean, Jalen Wright has potential, Ollie Gordon, but I mean they're not gonna mess with A-Chain's workload.
Not at all.
Nah, yeah, he's certified stamped. So, and then the Tetris, Tet McMillan, or Xavier Worthy. Ooh, that's an interesting one. The ADP saying Worthy. Yeah, the ADP saying Worthy. I'm tempted to say Tetris, but yeah, you gotta go Worthy because I mean Tetris in that offense is. I mean Bryce showed a little something down the stretch last year, but I'm still not 100% sold on him. Where in Tetris, I mean, he's got to compete with like a veteran in Thielen who could be a pain in the ass as far as commanding targets, and they got those other young receivers there. So yeah, give me Worthy. Like he carved out a role last year. He's not going anywhere. Mahomes is due for a bounce back. So yeah, I'm gonna go Worthy.
I ain't got to say no more. I'm fully in agreement with you, big bro. No lie.
Hell yeah, bro. Yeah. Let's see what else we got. I think we had a few more. Actually,
London
I think
Ladder
my list is out. I think,
London Ladder Tyreek.
Oh, that's easy. London. Drizzy Drake London. Actually, I came up with a new nickname for him. That's what we were saying. Instead of Drizzy, you could call him or if you want to keep it Drizzy from across the pond. Oh, that's probably too long, but like, cause it's Drizzy Drake London
Bridge.
Yeah, exactly. Or London Bridge. Yeah, across the pond. Yeah, because Drizzy from across the pond.
Come on now. Oh my mom.
Yeah, well, we'll clean it up. That's the long version.
Drizzy from the soil because he's American born. The other boy ain't American born.
Yeah, true. Well, his last name's London, so it's like we're I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll come up with something better than Drizzy. But yeah, no, I definitely want him over Ladd and Tyreek, like because his role is so stamped. It kind of reminds me of A-Chain as far as he's someone that's like so stamped within that offense. As far as like that's what you want in fantasy, like the early rounds, you want to identify players that are certified stamped. As far as like as long as they're healthy, they're guaranteed 150 targets. I mean, running back, you're guaranteed that. What's the magic number with touches? Like
250, 240, receptions, 100%. That way you get somewhere close to 300. You want to be close to 300 touches, total touches, combined touches, somewhere to float around the RB1.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like A-Chain's that he's certified stamped as far as that. Same with London with the receiving shit. So it's like, yeah. Where like, I mean, McConkey's trending toward that, but he's not quite as proven. And then with Tyreek, I mean, Tyreek kind of fell off last season, bro. Tyreek ain't as stamped as he used to be. I mean, A-Chain's now the best player in that offense, in my humble opinion.
No, I'm not mad at that one, but the only thing is we got 111 vacated, 100%. They don't bring nobody in but a Darren Waller. You know what I mean? We're not expecting too much from that. I think Tyreek bounces back this season because he is going to be the 1A to 1B to the running back that you just said, even though you still got Waddle over there. I think Tyreek is still trying to prove a point, and he's a fucking game changer. When he get the ball in his hands, 100%. So out of all three of them receivers that we just had on there, I forgot who was on there, but I think I might want to go Tyreek just based on if I want to build my team, because these are like second middle of the second round, early third round picks right here out of the three receivers: London, Tyreek, and I forgot who the other one is.
I'm building with London. I mean, I was down on London last year, but he proved me wrong, especially, man.
He proved me wrong. I had him as a bust last year.
We were both wrong about that. Yeah, London. Well, the thing that really sells me on London is look at what that motherfucker did with Michael Penix down the stretch, bro. That was lethal. What him and Penix did together. Well, the first game. Well, I'm just gonna do the 3 games. The first game was 5 for 59. The second game was 7 106, and then the last game, bro, really went off. Granted, it was against Carolina, but still, it's NFL talent. You can't discredit it.
JC Horn.
187 yards and 2 tugs. This motherfucker was going crazy, bro.
Top 6 finish. 140 targets, 150 targets. Just missed 100 receptions.
Oh, he got it right on the nose. He got 100 right on the nose, actually.
On my mama. 100%. Like, bro was doing his thing. Like, he broke out last year, and it took a minute for him to break out. That's like the same thing with MHJR. It's like, look, everybody is not a Nabbers or a BTJR or a fucking OBJ. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers it take a little bit of time to get you acclimated to your new profession. 100%. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I am not mad at that. So, I feel it, bro, on my mama. But yeah, I'm still gonna go with fuck did I just say? All right now,
Tyreek. Bogey's a little worried about him. He said,
I'm going with Tyreek, bro, out of them 3. What was the other third? It was Drake London, Tyreek.
Lad McConkey.
Oh, yeah, Lad. Oh, my mama. See,
man, I'm taking Lad over Reek, too, bro. I'm not as high on Reek, but, I mean, it's all good. That's fine.
Well, see, it depends, though. Like, see, if you want to get all 3 of them receivers and you want to go by a week by week basis, even though you said Tyreek fell off last year and we had another person inserted into the pecking order of the wide receiver or just the pass catching room, but Tyreek is the one that's going to win you more weeks than any of them other players, especially with 111 targets gone. 100%. Out of all 3 of them players that we talked about, Tyreek is the one that's can hit for 50.
Shit, I don't know, man. London with Penix was pretty nasty.
No, 100%. No, my mama, that's a 3-game sample size.
What up, Ron?
With Tyreek.
Think of podcast in the house. What up?
On my mama, we got Ron in the building. Good looking, bro. On my mama. What's up, Ron?
Yeah. But yeah, we got we got some more picky poisons here. What's the one from Peacock here? Pacheco or Pollard?
IPOC
all day.
All right.
IPOC ain't gonna see IPOC will not see a loaded box. He won't see a loaded box this year. It's all gonna be a light front or a fucking easy front light type shit. I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on the technical terms, but he's not gonna see a fucking stacked box. Stacked box is what, more than 7 in the box, 4 down linemen and 3 in the linebacker position, 100%. So you bring somebody else and see 8 in the box. He's not gonna see that because he's playing with the best quarterback in the league. And if everybody's healthy in the receiving game, it's like, bro, oh my mama, give me iPod, bro.
All right, Addison or Jacoby, my baloney as a first name Myers.
Addison.
No, I'm going Jacoby.
Yeah, I think I'm going Jacoby.
I'm not
too,
sleeping
'cause
on I'm not
think
sleeping on Gino.
I think Addison is more to worry about a suspension than fucking.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Than fucking.
Yeah, he's got a
Rice.
court date
Give me
that's
the
coming
ball.
up.
Pause.
I think Addison, found guilty on the DUI shit. Addison's gonna get at least 4 games, I think.
Whoa.
Maybe more. So because of that, I'm not really fucking with Addison. I'm scared to draft him because of that looming suspension possibility. So I'm going with Jacoby, my baloney, as a first name, because other than Brock Bowers, they ain't got shit else over there that's reliable. I mean, well, Jack Besh, I mean, he's shout out to 337.
Unproven.
But he's unproven at the NFL level. I think he's going to eventually be a guy.
Mark.
Oh, he could be, bro. That dude motherfucker's a savage, bro. Jack Besh, like, that's a hard worker, bro. Like, he's a hooper. Like, I saw him on the basketball courts, bro. That motherfucker can hoop too, but it's a great athlete. But yeah, I'm going Jacoby, bro. He's the proven commodity over there. So yeah, give me Jacoby Myers here. Because Addison also with McCarthy, while JD did into the dogs there.
Yeah, he's getting young Nova. She running around out there.
He's being stern, Paul.
Yeah, we'll hold it down for him. Yeah, Addison.
She might have seen freedom and ran.
Yeah, no, for sure. Gotta watch the damn dogs. Addison is also with McCarthy. It's like, can McCarthy support 3 fantasy relevant players? I mean, we know Jefferson. You're good, bro. We know Jefferson's gonna eat. I mean, Hawkinson, I think, is gonna eat because he's gonna be the safety valve. He's gonna be the safety valve.
In check, but it's like,
But Addison,
I was being analytically correct.
yeah, you're technically correct.
He likes to be on the pod. She's under the desk when we be doing the show. Sorry, Steve, my bad. Okay,
she's
Nova.
very familiar with all our voices.
Okay, Nova. Okay, go.
Yeah, she's good. She's good.
Nova
But
girl.
I'm just concerned that Addison might be the one that gets kind of like. I think his stats might suffer, even if he doesn't get suspended. Because McCarthy, they're gonna scale back the pass attempts, I would think. And especially now they brought in JP Mason. They're gonna run the ball more.
And they drafted a wide receiver. So you got Jalen Naylor after KJ Osborne got traded. You got Jalen Naylor, and then they took another wide receiver.
I forgot his name too, but yeah, I feel you though.
And then Minnesota again, even like this whole offseason.
Fanting.
I'm about to find it. Yeah, I have it pulled up.
Ty Felton.
Yep, that's it.
Tonight.
And then Minnesota then also been putting it in there that like because Brett's a first round pick. You know what I mean? This is his 4th year or his 3rd year. He gonna be looking to get paid. They don't need him 100%. So you can franchise him or you can trade him or whatnot, but he's not an asset that they need because when you spend a whole bunch of money on your offensive line, you already paid them Jettis 100%. Fuck, who else? The fucking
Hawkinson.
The Van Dykes. I mean the Van Geeks. It's so many players over there.
Players, and their offensive line.
The Van Dykes.
They really invested in their offensive line over there. What's the boy name they brought in? Will Fries, I think.
Will Fries and Ryan Kelly. And they drafted an offensive lineman in the first round.
That's what I'm saying. Like, they got a lot. Yeah, Addison,
they're going to run the ball, bro.
Phased out. Yeah.
For the first 8 weeks, they're going to run the ball to get JJ acclimated. 100%.
100%.
He's gonna be like my dog Diamond Joe in that fucking Tesla and with the automatic thing, bro.
Oh yeah, we're in that Tesla. Me and Bo.
100% on my mama.
That shit was driving itself. Crazy.
Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy.
Everything.
Yeah, it was crazy for real.
That's all JJ got to do, bro. Their whole off season, bro. Bryce Kelly, the offensive lineman in the first round, JP Mason, keeping Aaron Jones, who I think he was just outside of the RB1 finish. He was like RB 14, 13 or something like that. It's like, bruh, the writing on the wall. You get TJ hopefully for the whole 17 game season because Monday was having good games last year with Sam Darnold. You know what I mean? It's like, look, everything is on the wall, but for the first few games, let's go ahead and use this run game that we got 100%. You know what I mean? Oh, and we ain't even talking about Hargrave and the boy from Washington on the D line.
Yep.
Like,
Yeah,
come on, now,
Jonathan
bro.
Allen.
They're playing possession football, bro. They want to get nasty in these trenches. It just showed in this whole all season, bro. Oh my
I
mama.
hate them.
Yep. I agree. Rookie running backs. We got a rookie running backs question here from
Okay.
TikTok. I'll pick your poison. Quinshawn Judkins or Caleb Johnson?
Johnson, baby, pause.
Yeah, I agree. Better offense. bro.
BKJ.
That's a run-heavy offense. The Browns, I'm sure, are gonna. Well, the Browns are gonna be behind every game, so I doubt they. I just hate the Browns, bro.
I love how you said they're gonna be behind because also in that same draft they took Sampson and Sampson's profile is a third down like type running back.
Yeah, I don't like Judkins, bro. He's the rookie running back. He's on my bust list. I don't want Judkins.
Do not draft.
Yeah, I agree. Judkins is a sucker's bet because people look, oh, he'll be the new Nick Chubb,
Nick
starting
Chubb,
running back
dude.
for Cleveland. But nah, he ain't gonna be all that, bro. He walked into a bad situation. Like I remember in the rookie draft, I was like, I didn't want any part of him. I took Hampton and Henderson. I was like, Judkins, bro, y'all can have him. I didn't want any part of Judkins. I don't even like him for Dynasty because I just think Cleveland's fucked. Like, I don't see them getting
I
good
don't like
again
the
for
way
a
he
long
walks. I
time.
don't like the way he talks.
It's not really much. I mean, I think he's talented. It's just he just got drafted into a bad situation.
I don't like the way he was drafted into a bad situation.
Hey, I got a question for you, Bogey. So
Who's that?
speaking of Kendrick and how you was telling me about how we pop peas on
Yeah.
that shit with the clips. What's the technical term for popping peas again? Because he did it with the genocide and all with the G.
We put the ill in alliteration. You feel me? It's called alliteration.
Alliteration. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
like for example, I might say, we gonna show up and show out. Showstoppers. We gonna shoot it up at the showdown. Showing no emotion, got the show on the road. Never sold my soul just to rock a sold out show. You know how the saying goes, the show must go on.
Let's go,
When it's
Bogey.
showtime,
Let's go.
I'm gonna show off. Hold on, bruh. Showboating. When it's showtime, I'm gonna show off. That's for show. I'm a shogun. Guess it goes to show I ain't even got to show y'all. See what I'm saying? Alliteration.
Bro. Back. So when I heard that shit today, bro, that's why I sent that shit to the group chat, bro. I'm like, that nigga was just, excuse me.
We'll allow it.
But bro
We've been rocking over 2 hours.
Kendrick was going because that's my first time hearing that whole verse. And so when he got to breaking it down with the genocide, generation, whatever the fuck.
I was just spitting you that shit, remember?
That's why I said, that's why I just asked you that
I
shit,
feel
bro.
like, I gotta go back to the drawing board.
No, facts. Oh, everything.
He's dope.
Oh, my mama.
When you heard that, the two-time genocide with the generide and the genesis and all that.
He was going crazy, bro. Oh, everything.
Oh yeah, Kendrick.
Kendrick,
As far as rappers that kind of came up around the time when I was young and he's the GOAT, bro. I mean, fucking Wheezy was great, but he didn't have sustain it like Kendrick, bro. Like Kendrick's the certified stamp, the GOAT.
Wheezy had a cult following.
I'm one of them.
Yeah. I mean, he's NOLA. I never really got into him that much.
Before anybody got backstage,
I never was a big Carter. I never got super into. What's the big with the Carter 3? I think.
Don't worry about it. I'll just send you brand new, and you'll like that.
Hey, look! Before any of y'all got backstage, I had fucking baller blocking playing on the screen when Bogey jumped in. I had fucking Drewski going on, but I had baller blocking my homeboy Manchi. It's my motherfucking brother. Shout out to Manchi.
Baller blocking.
100%. He like, Jerick, man, watch this shit. When I open up some text, it's fucking baller blocking. I'm playing that shit backstage before we go on live. No lie.
Well, I ain't seen baller blocking since I was in high school.
TK Kirkland in that motherfucker, bro.
That motherfucker funny as a motherfucker.
Cold world. Oh, my mama.
Wardy.
Come on now.
You're
Kendrick, man. Is just
you know what you did, Wardy?
Wardy.
I'll be right
Let's
back.
see.
I'll
All
show
right,
you.
I'm about to. Yeah, I got a slide here in a sec, but before I do, we gotta do one more picky poison here. Running back handcuffs, good way to close it out from Kaka. Peacock nominated 4 cuffs for us here. Isaac Garendo, Trey Benson, Tank Bigsby, and Tyler Albubu Algier.
Is fucking Garendo IG Instagram? Is
Oh, IG
Instagram
baby.
and yeah, IG is the fucking most elitist handcuff out of all 40s. And I love Tank Bigsby. I love Tyler because Tyler has 1,000 yards under his belt. But with the potential that Garendo has, and with the person in front of him, the injury that he has, and from the games that Garendo played, from the few games that he played last year, it flashed 100%. If I'm and I love, like I said, Tank Bigsby and what's the guy in front of him? Etienne. They're going to be the cheapest. You know what I mean? Because like I said, they finished 34 and 35 last year, and maybe Etienne might get a little bit of a hype this year, but he's not going to crack nothing to where you're not going to be able to attain him. So that Jacksonville handcuff is probably one of the most boom or bust there is, because what we've seen Liam Cohen do with Buck and Rashad White. I love the Jacksonville backfield this year, 100%. But if we want to talk about the most elitist of the elitist cuff, it's going to be Garendo, in my opinion.
Yeah, Garendo, yeah.
For sure. I'd say, though, like, I mean, Tank could end up the starter over there, and I think CMC's, like, prone for a big season, should stay healthy, I would think. So, like, I'm going to say Tank, but yeah, I would rank them like this. I would say number 1, Tank, number 2, IG, number 3, Benson, number 4, Albubu.
Bro, Tank, 2 years in the league, 11 targets and 8 receptions. He going to have to hit for 1,500 yards and 15 TDs.
I mean, it's
11
like,
targets in 2 years and 8 receptions in 2 years.
That's pretty rough. Yeah, that's pretty rough. The thing is, though, like, he had a lot of rushing. Like, he averaged 4.6 a carry last year. That's pretty damn good.
His breakaway runs and his motherfucking explosive rating was nasty. That's why I got them as a handcuff. You have to handcuff that situation. You're getting them at a cheap value, and if you get the top, if at the best, you're getting what you got out of the Tampa Bay running back last year. At the worst, you know, motherfucking ETN goes down and you get Tank for, 5, 6, 7, 8 games, whatever it is, and you're going to get some elite shit. But I love this backfield because even though I brought up 11 targets and 8 receptions in 2 years, if you go look at his Auburn career, I want to say he's had a 30 target and like a 20 20 reception season. I got the shit written down as well too, though. Oh my mom. When I did if y'all ain't seen the backfields run video, please go check that out. Oh my mom. But the thing is though, in today's NFL, if you ain't getting 250 carries, and you know what I mean, you're not bringing too much just by carrying the ball. So we need you to get some motherfucking PPR value. So when I say the 11 targets and 8 receptions in 2 years, it's like we ain't seen him do it in the NFL yet. Etienne, 2023, number 3 overall running back.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I just think that's be a committee situation potentially to where, like, I just think Tank's got the best chance of having, like, standalone value, even with ETN. Like, I think they'll work in tandem where it'll be a thunder and lightning type deal. And then Liam Cohen, bro, like, the offense should be a lot better because, I mean, IG, Benson, Algier, those are all handcuffs. It's really like, I mean, good question. I like Peacock for throwing all these together, but if I wouldn't have included Bigsby on this personally, because I think Bigsby's like a tier above these guys. Like
you're comfortable enough starting Tank Bigsby in week 1 in a flex position right now?
If it's like a super deep league that's like, yeah. I mean,
I don't know about that, big bro. I mean,
I'm not necessarily feeling good about it, but
in a regular single quarterback league, PPR, you know what I mean? You're banking on waiting on it. This is like it's really a handcuff question, you know what I mean? 100%. And so, like, I I would rather have the more elite status in Garendo in the philosophy with Shanahan, because the running back plays priority, and you got Jordan James in a 5th round running back and Izzy Abandaconda 100%. That's what's behind him. So I don't think them dudes is going to pose no threat. Now, on the other hand, with Tank Bigsby, it's like you got somebody in front of him that just finished 2 years ago as a fucking top 3 running back in fantasy, on top of, you know what I mean, fucking just having the performance to be able to just to outshine what other motherfuckers has done. We ain't seen Tank Bigsby done that. So in order for him to shine and get touches, it's like the fucking KW3 and the fucking Zach Charbonnet. Is he going to get the touches when he's gone, or is he going to be heavily involved in his offense when you got a BTJR? You got a Travis Hunter. You got Brenton Strange. You got a Parker Washington who ain't did nothing, but yet you got a whole lot of pecking order in order for Tank Bigsby, who don't do nothing in PPR. So is it going to be a run-first offense? I highly doubt that because of the weapons that they got. So I don't know about Tank Bigsby, bro.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the only other thing, though, that concerns me with IG, y'all drafted the boy Jordan James out of Oregon. That motherfucker could be pretty good, you know. He might end up stealing the job from IG. Yeah, but the Jags, though, also drafted somebody that could steal Bigsby's job.
Yeah, what is it, Tootin?
Yeah. So, I mean, that argument could be used for both of them, so... Shit, if anything, Trey Benson, I think, is a pretty damn good cuff. Because, I mean, James Conner's getting up in age, good bit of tread on the tires there. Like, Trey Benson might be one of those post-hype candidates. I know he ain't really showed much his first 2 seasons. It's been kind of middling, but I think he could end up being something. He was a fucking dog at Florida State. That was a bad motherfucker. Like, he was a really good running back. And I think and that's a run-heavy offense there. The Cardinals run it pretty heavily there, because other than McBreezy and Marv, they don't have much receiving, and Kyler's not the greatest passer to where they're going to run that fucking ball. And something happens to Connor, bro, like Benson's going to be in good shape. Part of me wants to go Benson because I think there's a path to him being very relevant this season.
And they got a defensive-minded head coach coming from Philadelphia.
Yeah, Gannon. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They run that fucking ball. So when
you got a defensive
Connor was
head
so
coach,
good last
year,
year.
You're going to play possession football 100%. It's going to be a whole lot of defense. It's going to be a whole lot of run game, a whole lot of play action. You got a mobile quarterback, so you got fucking bootlegs. You got fucking RPOs, all types of shit like that. You want to play time possession football 100%. So I ain't mad at the Benson. I ain't mad at the Connor. But the Connor, OG Connor, had a lot to say last year. You know what I mean? We keep writing Connor off, and he don't want to get written off. He always sticks around, you know what I mean? 100%. But, one thing is just reason why I just keep saying about IG, Instagram, 100% is just like, if McCaffrey go down, bro, this dude got fofo speed.
He was killing it last year.
He was a former wide receiver, so he can get involved in the motherfucking receiving game 100%. That's one thing that Christian McCaffrey does is great in the receiving game. You took him in the 3rd round 100%. This is a project player for you. Just like Jawan Jennings, a project player for you, 7th round. J.P. Mason, undrafted. You get a 5th round for him, and you don't got to pay him. He just signed a 5-year deal, or I want to say 5-year per season, 100%. You getting this shit out of undrafted and late round players. So when you take a third round running back that got 4.3 speed, that's 6'1", 220, 225, 230, that was a former wide receiver that's transitioning into the running back and flash like last year. It's like, look, bro, in this offense over here, I like IG out of all these running backs' potentials, bro, 100%. Especially like Bijan ain't going nowhere. Bijan is like, Clark Kent when he want to get into that into that telephone booth. You know what I mean? 100%. Everybody got, I ain't going to say everybody, but a lot of motherfuckers got Bijan as a one-on-one. 100%.
Yeah, I do. He's my running back. He's my 102 overall. Chase is my 101. But I got Bijan 102. That's stamped. Like I'm standing on that. Bijan's my RB1 this season.
And barring injury, he gonna get more touches than Algier. But on the other side with IG,
way more. I mean, Algier Algier ain't all that. Algier ain't that
CMC
good.
is coming off injuries. So in around the Niner talk, especially in my opinion, is that you need to get CMC more involved in the receiving game and less touches because you're trying to get to fucking February. You know what I mean? First, you got to get a January, but that's our end goal. So you don't need to give him the motherfucking 300 touches that he had. You need to dial that shit back, let him get
what is going on with you?
And let IG and James like how you did Jordan James.
God damn. Yeah, no, I feel you, JD, though. Yeah, Garindo, like you saying about if they want to dial back CMC a little bit, trying to make that postseason push, then yeah, for sure. IG could be the guy. But Ears, all right, so your dog wants you to chime in. You've been who you got, bro? Pick your poison. Come on,
I got
Ears.
animal pause.
Pick your poison, Lee. You on camera, bro. The people want to hear you, bro. Who you got? Who you picking? Garindo, IG, Trey Benson, Tank, or Albubu? So you got IG.
Albubu.
And if I'm gonna go with a second one, I'm gonna go with Trey Benson.
Yeah, I like Trey Benson. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, yeah, fuck it, I'll take Trey Benson. I think him and Connor, I really like the idea of taking Connor in the 4th round and then cuffing him with.
Because
Trey
I don't
Benson.
think Connor, as you said, he's got much time when the tread's left.
Right, exactly. I mean, people doubt him, though. It's kind of like Kamara. People doubt him year after year.
And he always misses a chunk of the season, Connor does.
Not usually. He usually plays most of the games.
Well, the past 2 years, he's missed a good chunk of time.
Last season, he played 16 of 17. I mean, he can't. He only missed one last year. The year before.
What was the year before he missed a chunk of time?
He missed 4. I mean, he's been fairly durable. He's not Iron Man. No running. I mean, it's a running back. I mean, even King Henry's had a season where he missed time. So, but yeah, no, I like the idea of him and Big. Not Big. I'm looking at the screen. Him and Benson together. I like that.
Connor or Mixon?
Ooh.
Mixon. I got to slide, y'all. I got to slide. I fall asleep on my end. But
look.
So Bogey's in the Matrix. We could just, unless you want to keep going, JD, we could just put a bow on.
No, we back tomorrow with the WYGU.
Yeah, we got a lot of shit in the month.
Okay, let's put a bow on it then. Let's put a bow on it, y'all.
100%, man. On my mama. Talk to him, Spence. Let him know what's going on, big bro.
Oh yeah, for sure. I've got a video in the works that's I was telling Bogey about it. That's gonna be a YouTube joint. I'm like, okay, yeah, I'm back. Yeah, let me say the Guru Nation, we're gonna make our return. The plan is to have a YouTube joint with where I'm gonna analyze the data of 12 mock drafts. I'm 10 mocks in of 12, where I pick from every draft position. And I'm going to go over what players I drafted the most, which players I didn't draft. It'd just be a fun exercise, just an ADP exercise. And it's just me against AI, just sleeper AI, and then once I do that exercise, the plan will be from then to start doing, more mocks with the people. So yeah, that's what we've got going, just a lot of drafting, a lot of ADP shit, fantasy nerd shit, but that's what we fuck with, man. We some D-gens, we fuck with. This is what we fuck with. So yeah.
Miss facts on my mama.
Yep. But yeah, appreciate it, y'all. But yeah, wake your game up tomorrow. We'll be back. If I'm up, I might pop on a little bit, but yeah, we'll but JD and the crew will for sure be there holding it down. So yeah.
There, bro. We going to the streets tomorrow. That's for shit show. Maybe we could do a mock in the morning. You know what I mean? We never done it.
Shit. All right, I might have to tune in then. You're calling my name with the fucking mocks.
On my mama, and the stream is already set up. Shout out to Peacock on my mama.
What I might do, I might just do the mock. I don't know if I might just do the mock. I'll participate in the mock.
Well, that's what we'll do then. We'll just plan for the mock. So when we end this stream, I can start promoting the mock that we gonna mock tomorrow. You know what I mean? We start the show about 8:30, so we can plan it for 9:30 or something. You know,
Okay,
until
cool.
the
Yeah, that
bitch
sounds good.
fill up. You know what I mean?
Yeah, facts. All right, yeah, I like that plan. Yep, we'll see y'all in the morning.
100%. Let's end the show with the name of the show, and then we gonna give we are powered by the neonpeacockmerch.com. 100%. I want to make sure that we get the full joint. 100%. You got anything to say tonight, Lee? On the way out?
I'm just gonna say, you better stay tuned, because I'm gonna bring the ears to the motherfucking street in the fucking morning, motherfuckers.
100%. Talk to him, man. You see, we got Gang Green still in the building, but he had to go make a dash because he out there fighting crime. You know, he is out there on the late nights making sure our streets are safe so we can play fantasy football. For Gang Green, for motherfucking Guru Nation, for my dog motherfucking Ear to the Streets, Big B's in the building. 100% go Red Sox. Gang Green, Heart to Start JD, Diamond Joe, oh my mama, man. 100%, man. We see y'all, man, tomorrow morning.
Peace.
Man. Come on now, wake the game up.
Bye.
Fantasy Playmakers, man. Come on now, y'all.
Eureka. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 Hit him with the run pass option. I run shit or I shred from the pocket. I'm always shopping, I'm always copping, and always pray I'm falling like leaves an item. Hey, what could I say? I make plays every day. Catch me with a thick one, make her pay what she weigh. And then some. Welcome to my kingdom. Really in the field, never got my feet up. Go hard, push your hard line. Yeah. Been around, peep the archives. Yeah. Off top, it's a long grind. You don't need to watch this, that is hard time. Yeah. I'm counting chips, finna take the chip. Counterfeits, better pay attention. I'm about to check, catch me in my bag. Sunday to Sunday, we living that. We make plays every day, yeah. 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 We make plays every day, yeah.
Could be one sitting in the pocket. I like to dip and dunk, but I rock it. Money is the topic.
Win. Hey, it's just me and my dog Lee in this motherfucker, man. We gonna see y'all tomorrow morning, man.
Yo, we'll see you in the morning. Hey.
Talk about it, Lee. Y'all get some good sleep, man. Say your prayers. Tell somebody that you love them before you go to sleep, and we're gonna do it again tomorrow, man.
This one here was clearing her fucking throat out. That's what here.
Hey, it's allergy season right now. That's all that is.
And both of my dogs got allergies, but she kept on. That's what Spencer kept on here. Like, what the hell?
Oh, my mama, no facts. Trust me, I know 100%. Hey, wake your game up, man. Tomorrow, motherfucking morning, we going straight to the streets, man. We gonna see y'all in the morning.
I'll see you in the
morning,
morning, guys.
big bro.
Peace.
Peace.